Wait. I was muted, wait. Oh my god. Hello. Hi. I didn't realize that apparently muting yourself on one screen mutes you on everything else. Why? Hello. Hi. Welcome. Hi everybody. Hello. I'm still trying to figure out how my ads work on here. Hello. Hi. Welcome. How is everybody? I'm still trying to figure out how my ads work. I'm also still recovering. If I'm like coughing here and there, just don't mind me. I have like a lingering cough, but I'm fine. Also, what I did, I have tea. I have tea with me. Do you see this? Well, I started sick like last week on, I want to say last week Sunday. So it's been maybe like 10 days now. Maybe longer actually, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10-ish days. That's how it goes, you know, when you have a cold and you have a cough, it just kind of lingers. But yeah, it's fine. It's just that's how it goes. I need to figure out how Twitch ads things work, because either I do it manually, but then I have to remember to keep doing it, or it does it automatically, and then it's kind of weird. And then it's kind of annoying because it's like, oh wait, oh I can hear myself. Oh, and then I have to try to like send it to stuff like people. Hello. I'm like I hear myself. Anyways, what I did, I have tea with me, right? I have tea with me, and what I did, background lighting pretty sick? Yeah. This is one of my very many backgrounds that I have. I have so many backgrounds that I just don't really use very often, but this is one of them. I like to try to switch it up. I like to try to switch up my backgrounds. Like, I don't know, I have this cottage background. I have this one. This one. This one. This one. More, probably. I have a lot, but yeah, I like to change it up. Cause otherwise, I don't know, it looks kind of boring. Just staring at the same background the entire time. Like if I don't have a background, this is it. This is the background if I don't have a background. This is it. So, I like having it. It's more, it's very cozy. Oh, wait. I'm like adding like commands to the background. What does this do? Anyways, I have tea. So what I did is that I made black tea and then I put like, I dropped a lollipop in here and then I like stirred it around so that it'll dissolve. So it kind of tastes funny. I put like almond milk and then I put like a whole lollipop in here. Like, you know those lollipops that you get from the bank? Those like lollipops that have no flavor, they just taste like sugar. It doesn't have a flavor, it just tastes like sugar, but the color was green. It doesn't taste like anything though, it was just green flavor, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't taste like anything. Actually, it tastes like faintly maybe, it could be like, I don't know, apple. It doesn't really taste like anything. It's from a bank. You know, like banks? They like cheap out and they're like, oh, here's lollipop. Tastes like nothing. Oh, by the way, if you have a white lollipop, what flavor do you think it'll be? If you see a white lollipop, what flavor do you think that lollipop will be? You would think it would taste like Tutti Frutti something, right? White flavor, but no. You know what flavor? Mint. They had at the bank, they had white lollipops, and I was like, I've never seen white lollipops before. I wonder if it's like fruit flavor or like mixed fruit flavor. Like, you know how Airheads, they have that mystery white flavor? Maybe it's a mystery flavor, you never know. And then I try it. Mint. Mint flavor. That's what it is. It tastes like mint. I was like, wow, that's like, okay. I wasn't expecting that one. They got me. It's like the last thing you would have ever expected. Why do I sound like this? Why am I so loud? Honestly, never experienced this. It was a betrayal. I was like, oh my god, I was expecting this thing to taste like fruit. And then no, it tastes like mint. There's only one lollipop brand in the UK? What? They all have flavors? The only British or European candy or like I guess stuff I've tried is Quality Street. And I think that's Canadian. They don't taste very good. I've tried Quality Street chocolate. Also, I've also had wine gums. Your licorice tastes interesting. Like the wine gums, they're very hard. I don't know. You know what I really want to try? I want to try what's it called? Spanish candy or candy with, let me listen to myself first of all. Spanish candy or like candy that has like the flavors. I tried one a really long time ago. It was really good. Hello, I'm testing my audio. Do I sound fine? I think I sound weird. I sound fine, but to me I sound like, I don't know. I've been watching my old VODs and I was like, wow. One, I'm really, really loud. Right now, like to me right now, like I'm looking at myself and I'm going to the red and I'm kind of loud. Two, when I look and listen back to my past VODs, okay, one, I'm not dying. Two, I don't know, I think my voice sounds different. My voice sounds different every single time I stream. And it's like, it bothers me, genuinely, like a little part of me. Oh, my alarm. Oopsies. Oh, now you reply. Sorry, I have to message a person for my assignment, my school assignment, and I've been trying to contact her for the past 3 days and she finally started responding. I was like, okay. I have to go to a restaurant and I have to interview the chef. So yeah. They all have flavors, evolving accents. It's not an accent, it just... I don't know. Is it an accent? It's so weird. You know the American accent, right? I don't feel like I have a typical American accent, even though I grew up in the US. Because like I've been back and forth between Canada and the US, and I don't have that stereotypical like Canadian accent, but I also don't have like the US accent. Maybe once in a while I'll say like y'all, but I don't know. I have an American accent. Like, if I were to be truly Canadian, I'd say things like petroleum or progress. They say progress in Canada. I don't know. It's like a Canadian thing. But if I were to, like, I don't know, speak normally I just say like progress. Progress. It's such like a US thing. If you were to say it like British, I don't know what you would say. Progress. You guys say progress too. USA, USA, woo! I can't tell the difference, to be honest. I know Canadians kind of get offended by that. I haven't listened to enough Canadians to hear it. Depends on what kind of Canadians. Ontario Canadians, maybe. If you were to speak to like Quebec. Okay, first of all, Quebec don't consider themselves Canadians, but like people who live in Quebec, they have a very specific accent. It's like a French Canadian accent. Or if you go to like Alberta or Newfoundland, oh my god, Newfoundland accent is like a completely different language. Newfoundlanders, people from Newfoundland or people from Nova Scotia, they have a distinct accent. It's like Irish English, but like worse. It's like Dutch. You cannot understand what they're saying. They have so much slang. Why am I freezing? What the heck is happening? I want you all to look it up. Look up Newfoundland accent or like Nova Scotia accent. Like they sound so specifically different. And I don't know what it is. Hello. But yeah, I listened back to my old streams and I'm like, I sound so different every single time. I think it just depends on my levels of like tiredness, to be honest. Because sometimes I'll be streaming at 4 a.m. in the morning and I sound dead. And other times I guess I'll be like more awake. And then I sound different. But there's times where I'm like, I sound like this and I speak like this. And then there's other times where I speak like this. Like, you know how like I normally speak like this? Like, I guess a little bit more like, right? Depends. I guess depends on the time of day, or depends on like how tired I am. Yeah, that sounds like an Irish offspring. Yeah, they sound so different. So whenever people are like, oh, Canadians don't have an accent, they do. Depends on what part of Canada. Depends on what part of Canada. Like, there's some people in Canada who are like Ontario Canadian or like Toronto Canadian, and depends on where they're from. Like if they're from Scarborough, they have a specific kind of slang. They say stuff like, oh, I'm from the 6. Then they say Toronto. Toronto. Like, you know someone is from Toronto when they say Toronto. They like slur all the words together. And they say like the 6. I was like, okay. Toronto, yeah. They're very Toronto. But that's just because I've lived there that I know. Meanwhile, like in the US, if you go anywhere, it depends on where you're from, you have different types of accents. Like, there's not one specific type of like American accent. There's like the Southern accent, there's like the Boston accent, there's like different parts. Like if you're from Texas, you have like a specific kind of Texas accent versus if you're from like, I don't know, Georgia, rural South. What is Toronto like? It's a city, like New York. Depends on what part you go to. Like if I want you to close your eyes and imagine like every single culture just mixed together in one place at the same time, and then you throw in like religion. Cause you'll go downtown, you walk somewhere, there's a dude standing on the side of the street yelling about Jesus, and he's there every day. He's yelling about the end of the world. He's holding a sign, and he's got a big brochure sign on his back, and he's just constantly yelling about it. And then you have people who are like singing, doing karaoke in the streets, and then you also have people who are dressed like really, really fancy, wearing like Gucci sweaters and all that, and you can tell that they're not from Canada because they're wearing a winter jacket in May. And they're like, oh, it's so cold. And then you have some people who are walking around, I don't know, shirtless. And you're like, yeah, that's the city for you. If you've ever been to New York City, that's what the city's like. It's exactly like that. But like, I think with a bit more diversity. And less rich people. There's more like homeless people. I was kind of mean to say. There's a lot more like homeless people in Canada, I guess. Like, at least in New York, if you're there downtown, people stick to, I believe, like the south side. No, everybody's all together in Toronto. Everybody's all together. There's like people who will walk up and down the subway, like with a cup. New York revamped. It is. It's just New York in a different font. But I think all cities just kind of look like that. Like major cities. I've never been to Chicago, but I would imagine it's kind of the same. Although, there is a distinct lack of cosplayers. In New York, whenever you go downtown New York, you go to Times Square specifically. I'm talking about Times Square, New York. There is always a Spider-Man cosplayer. And I don't know, like, you have all these cosplayers walking around in New York because people take pictures with them. People like to take pictures with the cosplayers, and it's like, it's a whole thing. It's like when you go to Las Vegas and you have the ladies dressed around in bikinis, right? And then people are like, oh, it's the ladies with the bikinis with the feather tails and stuff like that, right? the dancers? I don't know what they're called. And people like to take pictures with them because it's like, oh, it's Las Vegas. You gotta take pictures with the naked bikini feather ladies that look like flamingos. But you go to New York and you're like, oh, I want to take a picture with Spider-Man or Deadpool. And then you go to Toronto and I don't know what Toronto has. There's nothing to take a picture with. There's no Spider-Man, there's no naked ladies in Toronto. You have the drummer dude. The CN Tower, I guess. The CN Tower is just visible everywhere you go. That's that. I was telling chat about how when you go to New York, right, you can take pictures of Spider-Man because there's always a cosplay around. You go to Las Vegas, you go to like California, there's always like some bikini lady with the feathers that's like walking around as like a dancer, and you can take pictures with those people. But you go to Toronto, what is there to take a picture of? What does Toronto have to offer? I don't know. I was also saying that there's like a specific Toronto accent depending on where you're from. Like, you know when they say like, oh, I'm going to the 6, you're like, they're from Scarborough. There's always really good restaurants in Toronto. True. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, if you go to Toronto, just imagine every single culture and just mix them all together. And then add, like, that one dude yelling about Jesus. That's it. That's Toronto. You want an experience with Toronto? It's just that. Really, really good restaurants. Really authentic. It's expensive downtown, but the further you go outwards, like, you want to go out of the city, go to, like, go out of Toronto, just like the outskirts, like Vaughan, I don't know, Scarborough. Like, they've got really nice cheap food out there in the outskirts, but downtown, holy moly, it's expensive. Like $30 for a plate of pasta. Oh my god. The aquarium, I guess. The Ripley's Believe It or Not aquarium's nice. I've been. I've personally also been to the Georgia Aquarium, and I think the Georgia Aquarium is a lot bigger. The Ripley Aquarium's nice, it's just different. Like, it's unique. They have a lot of different, like, deep sea animals, and, like, they've got a whole jellyfish thing. But you go to the Georgia Aquarium, and the Georgia Aquarium's, like, huge. They've got, like, these giant tanks. But then again, it's been, like, years since I've been, so I don't know. But yeah, the Ripley's Aquarium in Toronto is pretty cool. I don't know what else. There's like the CN Tower. There's a lot of clubs. There's a lot of bars. I have not heard very good things about the bars. or the clubs, because everywhere I've been, my friends always tell me, they're like, Kyo, if you're gonna go to that bar, you're gonna go to Playground. Is it called Playground? Is it called Jigsaw? I forgot what the name is. I think it's Playground. If you go to Playground, there's always this one group of people. There's this one subset of people who make club going horrible because they do not understand personal space, and then they are way too old to be there, and they don't know how to act in public, and they harass women. So if you're gonna go with like a group of friends and just form like a barrier. And then if you see someone coming towards you, just like smack them or something. Yeah, the pigeons are nice. I don't know when the last time I saw a pigeon though. You know what Canada has? I guess Canada doesn't have bugs. That's the nice thing. No bugs. It's too cold for bugs. Bugs don't survive. We have snow, I don't know. Yeah. Gee, what does Canada have? Nothing. I've lived there for so long, I could genuinely not... I don't know. I don't know what Canada has. Canada doesn't have anything going for it. Like, at least in the US you could say like, well, at least, you got the different states, and the different states have like cool stuff, but like you go to Canada. Yeah, Canada has its healthcare system. There you go. Canada's just better. Even though the US has more to do and more stuff to see and more cool stuff. You know what Canada beats them all by? Having a decent healthcare system. Being safer. I mean, like, the Prime Minister isn't all that great, but you know. What's his name? Pierre? Pierre Pee-Pee? My friends call him Pee-Pee. He took over. I don't know how good he is. I know some people complain about him, but people are never happy. We do less, but everywhere else, I don't know, never been outside. No guns. Yeah. Replaced by polar bears. You know, it's a myth that Canada has polar bears. I don't know where they're from. Does Canada have polar bears? Maybe like in the far north, but I don't know. Not in the city. Did Carney not win? I don't know. I don't follow Canadian politics. I don't follow Canadian politics. I don't know. Why did that say the F word? I'm looking at my captions. Pee-Pee's jobless? No! What happened to him? No. I don't know. Man, I'm so used to having, what's his name, Trudeau. He lost his seat? Oof. I don't know. I don't follow. I didn't even vote. I don't follow Canadian politics. I only know because my friends talk about it. They're like, oh, we're just watching the elections. I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't know there was an election ongoing. I haven't been back in years. I don't know. Oh no, not BB. I don't even know who that is. Oh my gosh, you know what's so funny? I remember like in Canada when the Green Party was a thing. And then people were like, oh my gosh, the Green Party. We're gonna vote for the Green Party. And everyone around them was like... When I went to school in Canada, and everyone's like, oh, we're gonna vote for the Green Party. And then everybody around them was like, you're wasting your vote. But they were like, no, but if enough people vote for them, maybe they'll win this year. And everyone's like, no, they're not gonna win. There's like so many different like groups. But none of them, you never hear from them. The only two groups that actually like are relevant are like those two groups. Yeah, like honestly from the whatever they stand for, that's great and all, but a majority of people in Canada will not vote for the Green Party enough to matter, unfortunately. You're basically just throwing your vote away, like... Unfortunately. As nice as it is, as much as it is needed, like, it would be really nice, but like, the amount of people that would need to vote for that party for it to like actually be relevant is a lot. And they don't have that because a lot of people in Canada are like old. Like boomers. So unfortunately, that's just how it goes. Like, how do you think that we've had the same prime minister for, I don't know, 14 years and he finally retired? The same prime minister. And then the same premier, right? Oh my god. Although the premier has changed once in a while, but like I remember for the longest time it was like one guy. Sad, yeah. Unfortunate. I don't know, Canadian politics isn't that interesting. You're like, it's a cool thing, whatever. Nothing changes. I only remember listening on the news, they would always complain about like the subway system. Every year they're like, oh, we're losing money on the TDC. And then they change their policies. I'm like, oh, it's more expensive every year. It's so sad. They keep making it expensive. And then everything's expensive. That's why I don't like living in Canada, because everything's just pricey. Like, rent is expensive, food's expensive, you can't live anywhere downtown. Rent's like $3,000 for a tiny little apartment. It's like New York, but worse. It's like New York. Rent downtown in a little condo, oh my god. 2,000, 3,000, oh my god. Super expensive. I mean, at least it's not as bad as New York, where they're like, oh, shoebox. You get the couch in the living room. You get the little, like, you get the balcony. We're renting out the balcony for like $4,000. At least in Toronto, you can get like a decent sized apartment, and it's kind of fine. But Terraria house, yeah. Wait one sec. I'm trying not to blow out the mic with like coughing. I mean, it's getting there. It's not as bad as New York, but it is getting there. I've been watching the rental prices and I'm like, oh wow, that's fun. When you go to the outskirts of like Vaughan, that's like an up and coming neighborhood, and they're trying to sell condos for like rent $4,000 a month, you're like, okay, maybe that's a little bit too far. Home ownership doesn't exist. The oldest, most rundown house you'll ever see selling for $2 million. It's like, oh my god, it's so expensive. The rent? Oof. Good luck. Yeah. I can't imagine, like, living there. 48k a year, exactly, and minimum wage in Toronto's like $18. The Canadian. I'm talking like Canadian dollars. Like US dollars, that's like $15. Yeah, Canada dollar sucks right now. It's low. Yep. That's why I don't live there. And then taxes are wild, so yeah. But you know, it goes to a good thing. I think like, as much as Canada likes to brag, I have things to say about the healthcare system there, but like, the healthcare system is better than like the US at least. Like, US healthcare system sucks. Like, we all know that. Everybody knows that. Gotta move to Germany one day. I don't know how good Germany is. I know Europe is nice. I don't know what part of Europe, depends. Maybe like Finland. Is that a place? Is that real? Is Finland real? Is that a country? I don't know. Like, gosh, what's a nice place to live in? France. I don't know about France. France is expensive. Yes, it's real. They made Angry Birds, really? I know that. France is expensive. Depends where you live. I mean, if you live in like rural France, I guess it's fine. But then you'd have to speak French because nobody speaks English in the rural parts. Maybe Britain. Britain's expensive as well, so I don't know about that. Italy's nice. Norway's nice, yeah. I wouldn't go to Venice. Venice is sinking. I hope you like water. Norway. Yeah, Norway. Might be a bit cold. The vibes. True. True. I mean, it is pretty, but like, I hope you like water. Britain's expensive. What else? What other countries are there in Europe? I have to like Google. I have to Google Europe countries. Denmark says, ooh, Denmark is nice. I have friends in Denmark, actually. I have friends in Denmark. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, our higher education is covered. Did you know that you can go to university for free in Denmark if you're a certain age? Once you graduate high school, you can go to university for free. It's covered by the government. Isn't that wild? I was like, I've never heard of a country that does that. Yeah, they were telling me. They were like, oh, it's so nice here. Everything's all paid for. I was like, what? It's the same in Scotland? Really? You need to be a citizen? Of course, yeah. Should be the universal standard? It should be. I don't know why it isn't. It's so bad. You would think that having like a degree would be useful. You would think that like having a higher education, having a more educated population would be helpful, right? Hi Turtle King, hello, how are you? Okay, let me look up European countries. I've got... Okay, to be fair, I don't know half of these countries. We have Albania, Andorra, Armenia, Austria. This is countriesoftheworld.com. Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Kazakhstan. Fair amount of European countries do it. Ooh, Lithuania, Luxembourg. I thought Luxembourg was in the UK. Croatia, Cyprus. Ooh, Cyprus. That's like a little part of Greece. They're like right next to them. Ukraine, United Kingdom, Turkey, Monaco, Netherlands. Ooh. Poland, Portugal, Russia, Romania, Leg. Yeah. Iceland, Ireland, Hungary, Bosnia, Belgium, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Serbia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. Ooh, Switzerland. You know what's nice? I think Lithuania would be nice. I have a friend from Lithuania. I also have a friend in what's it called? I have a friend from Cyprus. I also have a friend from Lithuania. Latvia. Yeah. I have friends from all over the world. It's really nice. They're always like, oh, if you ever visit, just let me know. I'm like, cool. I don't know if I would ever go, but that's nice. Yay! I can't remember the name. It's a country in Africa. They speak French there. I think it's Lithuania. I don't remember. But you would be surprised. There's a lot of countries in Europe who speak French. If I ever visited international friends, they tell me to stay away. Well, I mean, depends on what kind of country they're from. Like, my Denmark friends are like, oh, you should visit. Denmark's nice. I was like, cool. Or like my Lithuania friend, or my Cyprus friends. Hello, welcome. How are you? I'm looking at the map of Europe. I didn't know half these countries existed. Did you know that Belarus is real? I wish I had that many friends. Oh, trust me. We're like acquaintances. We're not real friends. I mean, like, I went to school together with them and I know them from like Instagram. I follow them and I talk to them once in a while, but I don't know if we're really friends. But that's just me. That's just me being insecure. Like, are we really friends if I haven't talked to them in like 6 months? Ireland. I want to go to Ireland. I think it's fun. I bet it's really windy though. I'm from Italy. Fun! Texas is almost big as Europe and that threw me off. Yeah, the US is huge. Isn't that fun? I know how people are like, oh my god, how do you Americans drive an hour to work? That's so far. And then people in the US are like, oh, what a normal day. A normal commute. Meanwhile, you drive an hour in Europe and you end up in like 3 different countries. You end up in 3 different countries. Yeah, it's weird. I remember talking to some of my European friends and they were like, oh my god, why is everything so far in the US? Like, what do you mean you guys drive 13 hours and you go like 2 states and you go? And you call it a road trip. And we're like, yeah, that's normal, you know? Don't die. Don't worry, I'm not. I'm fine. We're just recovering from a cold. It's okay. Hello there. Hi, Writer Chalk Lord. What a cool name. What an aura farming name. What amazing name. Hello there. Hi. 2-day drive for a Waffle House? How far do you live? I mean, at most places in the US, you go like at least 45 minutes and you'll come across a Waffle House. Oh, did you know, guys? There is a Waffle House index. There's a Waffle House index of how bad the apocalypse is, according to the Waffle House in your area. So if the Waffle House is gone, like it's shut down, they are closed, you know it's bad. It could be like in the middle of a hurricane and the Waffle House is still open, you're like, oh, everything's fine. The moment the Waffle House closes, people are like, oh my god, the Waffle House is closed. We are like going through hell. It's an actual thing. It's like the Waffle House the Waffle House score. Your Waffle House is closed, that's the end of the world. They are never closed. They're open 24/7. Indicators of a doomed society. Exactly. That's how you know the apocalypse is real. Oh my god, I saw this one Twitter post that was like... Thank you for the follow, X King. There was this one Twitter post I saw that was like a foreigner who visited Waffle House and they were like, oh, I'm so disappointed that nobody was fighting when I went. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. People are like, oh man, when you're a foreigner, it should be like... It should be customary. If you see a foreigner visiting a Waffle House, somebody has to start a fight. It has to be authentic. You gotta give them the experience. You gotta give them the true experience of Waffle House. Someone just gotta throw a punch. There you go. There's this one post on Reddit that's like this long copy pasta. It's my favorite thing ever. It's like, I am 26-year-old MF, whatever, and my boyfriend keeps going to Waffle House to fight the chef. Is this normal? And then it goes on to describe like every single time we go to Waffle House, he orders eggs and he orders over easy, and then the chef keeps coming up with different ways to prepare eggs that are not over easy, and then every single time they get in a fist fight and I have to drag them apart. And he insists on going back to Waffle House every single time. Just to see, like, just to argue with the chef and be like, I'm going to get this. And then the chef is like, no, I will give you that. And then they get into a fight and she's like, I have to stop going to Waffle House with my boyfriend because he keeps going just to fight with the chef. And she's like, is this normal? And everyone in the comments was like, I think your boyfriend just likes going to fight. Yeah, it was like, I think there's something between them. It sounds like yaoi. It's like, it's so wild. It's great. It's so funny. I should have been born Japanese. Things would have been so much better in Japan. Well, depends. Like, I don't know. I don't think any country's perfect, really. Every country has, like, its own pros and cons, you know? As much as every country would be like, oh, my country's the best, it depends. Hey, Nitro, how are you? I want to shake the hand of your video. It's not my BF, it's the Waffle House Reddit post of, like, this poor lady and her boyfriend. I don't remember what happened to that. I don't know if they broke up or not. I think she said her ex-boyfriend or something, but it was funny. I just remember reading, like, the post online. Left her for the chef? No, that's so sad. Can you imagine enemies to lovers? That's sexual tension right there. They're just going just for the sake of fighting. That's not your boyfriend anymore, that's his. Wait a minute. Oh no. My underwear's inside out. That was to Yamai, I'm so sorry. Anyways. Pretty good, how about you? I'm good. We're talking about the Waffle House chef fight. You're talking about how if the Waffle House is closed, you know it's bad. And that one story on Reddit about, like, the lady's boyfriend who kept fighting with the chef. But yeah, I've been to Waffle House like a couple of times in my, like, when I was younger. I don't know, I went with my grandparents, and my grandparents' idea of a nice place to eat is, like, certain things. Because they will tell me, oh, dress up, we're gonna go somewhere nice, and they will take me to a hotel restaurant. And I'm not complaining, I think it's fine. Just not my first choice of place to eat. And you're like, oh, we're gonna go somewhere special. I'm like, okay, cool, where are we going? And then they pull up to, like, Waffle House. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yes. I think, yeah, that's fine. The way they put it, I thought we were going to, like, somewhere fancy, but no. We pull up to, like, a restaurant in a hotel. They're so funny. But, how is everybody? What's everybody doing? Why am I lagging so bad? What is happening? Let me check my CPU. Oh, no wonder. We're at... Oh, no, we're going back. 52. 58. Yeah, I'm lagging. Twitch? Sorry, not Twitch. Twitch is telling me it's unstable. Twitch needs to shut up. OBS says it's fine. OBS says that we have 0.3% drop frames, so we are good on my OBS stream. It's just me. I am lagging. Because I'm watching my CPU jump and go crazy. But, I don't know. Normal, I guess, part of normal, like, how it goes when you stream. Especially me on this computer, it's just laggy. Okay, I closed a bunch of tabs. I closed a bunch of windows. Let me close this window too. Okay, there we go. Are we better? There we go, we can move. That's better. Dress up or going out arrives at Popeyes. I've actually never been to Popeyes. Does a Waffle House sell just waffles? Yes. Well, no, but they sell breakfast foods. Mostly waffles, pancakes, eggs, ham, bacon, stuff like that. Like, whatever you imagine like an American breakfast is, that's what it is. Like, chicken and waffles, stuff like that. Now my tired was very shaky, had too much coffee. I'm good. I'm having tea right now. I can actually stay up tonight, so I'll do that. Nice! Well, I mean, if you want to, sure, go ahead, but, yay! Good for you. It's always nice staying up late. When you know like, when you know that feeling where you know you can stay up as late as you want because you have nothing to do the next day and you can sleep in. That's such a nice feeling. Do they sell houses? A Waffle House? I don't think so. I'm wilding out. Hell yeah. That's always nice. I want that. Gosh. I miss the days of when I actually had a summer vacation. I want to play my Brown Dust 2 anniversary, but the maintenance is delayed. Oof. I miss a summer vacation. You know, like when school ended and you could just do whatever. Oh gosh, I remember like coming home from school and you're like, oh my god, school's out. Now I can like do whatever I want for like 3 months. And then you go back to school. And then you're like, normal. Now it's like never ending life, never ending school. It just, you're just stuck in this forever. It's sad. So I always say, like, I think we should bring back the concept of recess. Or something, I don't know. The job market changes you. It really does. It's so sad. I'm on summer holiday right now. Woke up to see stream notif. I've been here rotting in bed. Lucky. I miss having a stream summer holiday. Enjoy it while you can, because when you start working and you're working for like 20 plus years or something, you will miss those days. We love bed rotting. We do. I love bed rotting. I wish I could. That's what I do on my weekends. Some days. Like, I get home from work, or like, I don't know, weekend, like, I wake up Friday, Saturday. A sub? Thank you! Thank you for the sub. Welcome. This is all I do. This is all I just yap. I was gonna play a game. Maybe we should do that. You guys wanna play I Nima? Good. I said I was going to. We should. So I'm trying to become self-employed. First job messed with my mind. I don't know if I could go through with the job market again. True. I mean, if you can't help it, sure. But gosh. It's hard. It's hard. Like, as I always like to say, if you are self-employed, it's a lot less consistent than if you were to work a normal job, because then anytime that you're not working, you're not making money. Meanwhile, if you were, like, if something were to happen and you could not, like, you were sick for like 2 weeks and you couldn't work at all, you would be losing out on like those 2 weeks. Meanwhile, if you were to work like a normal full-time job, like you get like sick benefits, you get like overtime pay, you get stuff like that, and it's more consistent. So it depends on your preference. Like, there's always risks and stuff to take. That's a little bit difficult. Okay. This game is called I Nima. It is a... Oh, let me turn off my BGM. There we go. It is a horror text-based video game about you are a girl called Nima, and you wake up in the basement and you're trying to ask your mother questions about whether who you are, if your name really is Nima, as well as like, is she really your mother? It's actually like a psychological horror. It's pretty cool. I think the game audio is a little loud. Let me turn that down. Like, a theoretical be earning more money with self-employment. I mean, that's a risk you have to take. Anyway, let's start with the game. This is a demo, by the way. It's not the full game, but it's cool. Ooh, I like the art style. That's why I picked this game. And also, it's in indie dev. I believe it's made by like a single person. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. Okay, let me move the game. Can you guys see the text at the bottom? I don't know what's happening with this thing. Game. Game? No. Is this it? Is this it? Stream HUD covering it? Yeah, it is, I know. Let me try to fix it. The font feels out of place. I would have gone with the serious font. Well, it's an indie. It's an indie dev. I Nima, okay. Oh, okay, because it was a little bit off. There we go. Now we can see. Yippee! Better. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently woken by a mysterious figure. It worked. You're breathing. The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. You are underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your hair. A bungee cord holds your head up. A stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Nima, is that you? So how this game works is, do you know that game called, gosh, I can't remember. What's that wordscape? Where you combine words to form new words. And you start off with the elements and you just keep making words. That's how this game works. Yeah, universe something. I don't remember. Yeah, Little Alchemist. Kind of similar to that. The one with, like the word chart. Also, I don't know why it's not capturing my cursor. 1 second. Yeah, it's similar to that, basically. That's how this game works. So you're trying to discover what's happening and what the world around you is through, yeah, through combining things. It's pretty cool. It's an interesting concept that this game tries to like explore. So Nima and Stranger. Mom. All the words are stored in your library after they're unlocked. When you're done, words can be dragged from your brain down to your mouth to unlock new dialogue options. Who is Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. Mom? What's going on? Wait. Yes, it's all coming back to you now. You are Nima Lee, and this is your mother, Annabelle Lee. Mom breathes a sigh of relief and smiles. Oh, thank God, I thought I'd lost you. She excitedly steps forward, but stops herself just short of throwing her arms around you in an embrace. She pauses. Lost. Me? Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first. You must be starving. Mom exits the basement, excitedly clambering her way up the stairs. I hope she trips and cracks her skull. Thanks, Mom. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. The odor, reminiscent of wet dog and sturdy socks, is masked by overwhelming amounts of soy sauce. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mom unties your hands, but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small, dull spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. Okay, Nima, before you eat, we need to have a little talk. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Just follow your rules and then we'll be free. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? You look at the bowl of food and then back up at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel if they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it towards you. It is a cool concept. Have you heard of graduation? I don't follow VTubers. Sorry. What does this kanji make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. Kanji, hungry. Disgust. Hungry, disgust. Indulgence. Mom and indulgence. Science. Science and disgust? No, that does not word. Nima. Kanji? Disgust. Okay, disgust and science? No. Stranger. Science? No. Indulgence. Disgust. Judgment. Judgment, disgust. Self-loathe. Disgust and science, disgust and self-loathe. No, that's just the same thing. Self-loathe, stranger. No. Nima and self-loathe. No, that's the same thing. Mom and self-loathe. Regret. Ooh, regret. I wonder why that's a thing. So, regret and self-loathe. No, self-loathe and mom becomes regret. I wonder why. Regret. Nima and regret? Stolen. So you can kind of put together the story and lore based off of what you combine. So whatever combines, you unlock more words and you kind of progress that way. Stolen. That's interesting. The fact that it's like regret and Nima becomes stolen. Stolen and stranger becomes predator. Predator. Mom? Predator? Interesting. These are interesting words. Disgust? I can't. Okay. Kanji. Oh, wait, never mind, I can't. Most words I've seen in my life? Yeah, we're learning words. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that this is not true. She is looking for a specific response. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see whose trains of thought lead you. Tell me what you're thinking about. Kanji? That's kanji. Yes, this is kanji. You stare at it. Do you want to eat it? What is kanji? It's, rice, oats. Okay, I gotta come up with different, I guess, voices for them. What voice should we give Mom? Well, it's, rice, Oats, fish, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and chives. I think I got it from the herb garden. Also rum. The fish looked a little bit old. I don't think that's what kanji is. Well, it's a bit untraditional, but it's what I had on hand. You want to eat it? Oh, you see these words highlighted in green? I think these are the ones that we have to, like, pick. Let's do hungry. Wait, I can't. Gruel. A fantastic source of nutrients, high in protein, fats, and minerals, the perfect feast for any growing boy or girl. Before you know it, you find yourself shoveling mouthful after mouthful of lumpy kanji down your gullet. Delicious! You barely notice the crunchy calcium-packed fish bones cutting into your gums. You feel your stomach distending in your body, an uncomfortable weight that only succeeds in making you hungrier. Easy there, champ. Mom grimaces, disgusted by your enthusiasm. She yanks the bowl away from you almost as fast as you set it down. You really were hungry. You usually hate my cooking. Can I have more? I think you've had enough for now, dear. I don't know what's going on with this game at all. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. You yawn. The bowl of kanji certainly chased away your appetite. Now you'd prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the incident do you remember? You shake your head. Some things just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Pain. Swimming. Ah! Pain and... Wait, what did I do? Pain and swimming. Blood, rock, monster. Morella, who is that? Predator, fear. Disgust, zombie. Interesting. Stranger. Ah, zombie? Wait, guys. Zombie and pain gives me Nima. Are we? Are we a zombie? A den is like a type of... Well, there's two meanings for den. Den can refer to a bedroom, and den can also refer to, like, a home that you rest in. Pain and Nima. Water. Why? Ow. Likely story. A memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand, she clutches a small, sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow, the real test will begin. You pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I suppose it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain racking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? Water, zombie, fear, blood, rock, swimming, pain, regret. Science, indulgence, disgust, hungry, mom, Nima, stranger. I think we should... I want to ask about mom, but at the same time I want to ask about the incident. Like, swimming? Like, there's two questions. I mean, I don't think mom will help at all, because if I ask whose mom, she'll just be like, oh, I'm your mother, don't worry about it. Meanwhile, if I ask about the swimming, like, the blood and the rock? Blood, rock, river. Ooh, river. Pain, river. River. Swimming? Oh, swimming river gives me pain. That doesn't help. What do I do? What is that? Does that clear? What is Morella? Oh, I can't ask that. Morella surgery? What happened? Surgery, fossil, rebirth. Mom hubris? Punishment. Huh, interesting. Surgery gives me hubris and punishment. I want to ask about the swimming incident. I got hurt while swimming? You feel like you don't trust that explanation. You went swimming by yourself and hit your head on a rock. I told you not to go because the current was strong, but you didn't listen as usual. You were lucky I found you when I did. Really? Yeah. Her voice is tinged with regret. Will that give information about the swimming pain rocket surgery? Yeah. She's lying to you. Your eyelids are going heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything else you want to ask me about? Pain, regret, drown, river, pain, rock, blood. I don't like that sound. It's so squishy. Zombie, fear, drown. Well, we know that we almost drowned because we hit our head swimming. Science, indulgence, disgust, hungry, mom, Nima, stranger. Zombie. Am I a zombie? Interesting. Fear. What does fear give me? You scare me. Oh, I don't want to say that. I feel like that'll give me a bad ending. Not fear. Pain? You hurt me. Ooh. I feel like that's a really good question. You hurt me. Versus, am I a zombie? Zombie's good. Zombie's a good question. Am I a zombie? Am I a zombie? No. You're Nima. Are you sure? You're not a drooling undead monster. You're talking coherently. You are self-aware and you look the same before the accident. Did that line seem rehearsed to you? That's a relief. I don't want to be like that freezer boy from Rocky Horror. I don't think I could stand that much dancing. Okay, somewhat coherent, but you're mostly fine. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? More pain. I just have one more question. Okay, what do you want to ask? Indulgence. Hungry, no. Stasis, ooh. Stasis. Indulgence and pain give me hunger. Stasis. Parasite. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why that gave me that. Surgery. Surgery and pain. Guts, blood, cut. So working theory right now is that we were put together. Science. Your job? Indulgence. Hungry. No, I don't want that. Self-loathe, shame. Shame and pain give me Nima. Interesting. We have some sort of feeling about ourselves, which is quite negative, but I'm not really sure what that means. Regret, you hurt me. Science, your job. She's a scientist. Pain, you hurt me. We seem to have a lot of words related to pain and fear and disgust. You cook that? I want to see if I say you hurt me. Can I do multiple words? No, I can only pick one. Huh. We know she cooked that. She normally says you hate my cooking. I don't know why she cooks like that, but like... that's just how it is. You hurt me. Even if this gives me like a bad like choice, I want to see what she says. I remember you hurt me. Mom flinches. You can tell you have struck a nerve. She begins to tremble. Nima. Honey. I know I'm not always present, but I would never. You have a second memory come to you. You are trapped in an abyss, eyes shut and disconnected from your brain. You can feel your mother holding your hand. No, play dumb. Sorry, I'm confused. Mom relaxes a little, although she doesn't let go of the Barbie stuck in her. Lately, I've been prioritizing my work over you, and that's not fair. I'll be different now, I promise. That doesn't mean I've actively wanted to hurt you, but I can't deny that you've been hurt because I've not been there for you when you needed me. The conversation trails off. You're both unwilling to look at each other. The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness, and then you feel your body fall forward and be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. I like the descriptions. It's very, graphic. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You are lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Your acts of mothership seem little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again, the road goes dark. When she hit that rock, did a bunch of plankton go inside her body? I don't know. Chapter 2, maybe? My head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. Ooh, a memory. Outside, trapped. I wonder what's out there. What's he so happy about? Happy pisses me off. Look at the photo. What was that? What do you mean? This is a beluga. Ooh. A child's drawing. It vaguely resembles a koi fish. Fish. Pet. James Bond! Who's that? Nima. Freedom. Trapped. Body. Science. Disgust. Guts. Okay, I'm gonna clear this because it's getting kind of cluttered. I was his child and I was her child. In this kingdom by the sea. So we went with Dad to the aquarium. And we had a pet fish. Aquarium. Dad. Happy memory plush. Love shark. So we got a shark plushie. Do you see it? It's so cute. We got a shark plushie from Dad. Fish pet. James Pond. I'm betting that is the name of this fish. Should I knock for Mom? No. Hello, hi Nope. How are you? The thing inside her head? This is the words correlating in our memories. We're trying to remember things. I wish I could be the powerhouse of the cell. The Nima Clorinda. Ugh. Ooh, that felt nice. We squished something. Now we have body, bug, and life. It doesn't seem that bad. I think he's faking it. I'm scared. Don't worry about it. Corpse. This human looks strange. Disgust. Pretend? Wait, what did that just give me? I wish I could shrink down just to see how my dolls live. What did that give me? Oh, pretend. Pretend bug? Pretend corpse. Marella. Who's Marella? Dad, life, dream, aquarium, pet. Pet, bug, James Pond, science, mom. Mom, pretend, happy. So we have to pretend to be happy? Disgust happy? No. Jane's pond, mom. Mom, body, neglect. Neglect. Dad? No. Aquarium. Is it July already? It feels like it's been a million years. Time. Neglect. Repression. Huh. My old locker. I can't remember the password. Forgotten. Forgotten? Repression? No. Aquarium. Forgotten now. Happy. Forgotten. For now. Wait. Shark. S-H. Oh, no, I don't have an H. A? I do have an A. No, okay. No, it has to be a certain word combination. Bug? Pond. Maybe Jane's Pond? P-O... Oops. O-N? Do we have an N? We do, we have an N. D. It is Pond, Jane's Pond. There we go. It opened. Do not trust this woman, kill her. Who wrote over my diary? I think I might be a bad person. If you're a... Wait, I can't see. If you're a blank and you are reading this page, something untrue. Oh my god, I can't read. Today was another plain something day. Went to school, came home, made dinner, and cleaned at the house. I know that I should be something to this now, but it will feel unfair. Something moment is fleeting. Work? I don't even think I've ever seen her leave the basement this week. I get that her work is important, but I just wish that she would at least look at me. I don't think she something. Any Google lore. But it's more fun to find out by yourself, isn't it? I think it's more cool to figure it out. It's more fun to think about and put it together on your own than to, I guess, look it up. Maybe afterwards, if we can't figure it out, we can Google it, but in the meanwhile, I think it's kind of fun to discover it for your own. Please don't spoil it for me if you do look it up. Notices blank how old works. I bet she wouldn't even notice if I were missing anyway. I've been trying these pills that Pearl gave me. Of course, Mom doesn't know about it, but every time I try to bring it up to her, she tells me we'll talk later. Talk to Peanuts instead? By the way, I'm so sorry. Dean? Blank, 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 blah, blah, blah. Something, I feel like something, Sophie, something. I grabbed her wallet. Oh, Pearl. Pearl's purse and grabbed her wallet when she wasn't looking. I feel really something, but Pearl always said something like a daughter to her and that she would do anything for me. Anything. It's so something. It's not. I can't read this. It's so hard to read. Oh, I talked to Pearl instead. I don't know what that means. Is this my boyfriend, or did I just imagine he was? It's a K-pop band. Pomegranate Prince. This guy's ultra rare. Gotta keep him locked up. That doesn't give me anything. That just gives me body. Tomato Boy is the coolest. I read all the comics. Tomato Boy. Heart Boy. Bed. Was it always this lumpy? Bed. A penguin. Envy. I wonder if we're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. Is the girl at the bottom of a brain Nima? Yes, this is Nima. This is us. We are Nima. We are remembering the memory of our bedroom and just kind of exploring. Looks like this is everything there is to click on at the moment. Oh, never mind. Field studies. She spent a long time working on this one. No one even read it. Bet. Mom. Work. Let me clear this so I know what the heck this is popping up. This book is about evolution. Age. I wonder what we'll evolve into. Trophies. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong swimmer. So I have a feeling that when she says that we hit our head in the river and drowned, that's very unlikely because we are a good swimmer. I don't think she would be as careless as to have something happen to her swimming. Tales from the Uncool Kid, Brenton Breyer. Isolation in school. Forgotten. This book used to be so reliable. Wait. Now I think he's a loser. 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friends roaring. Joke. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? With Tyrannosaurus checks. Understanding Paleobiology. Helen Tamerlane. Fossil and book. Wang Zhen 7. Knowledge. Even after all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. Knowledge. Isolation? Book. Knowledge, book, school. What about this one? These fish are trapped in a fake world. Oh, it's an aquarium. Trapped. Trapped knowledge, judgment. Judgment, school, homework. Forgotten? Joke. H. Remnant. Fossil. Remnant. Life. Joke? No. Life, swim team, homework. Forgotten. Want some snacks? I brought some. Ooh, I want snacks. What are they? What kind of snacks do you have? I always want snacks. Let me look at this stuff. This is what my dad looked like. I remember him. Dad, memory, life. Lava lamp. Light. Hot to the touch. This water has been sitting out here for a while. Water. Life. Water. Life. Fish. Fish. Light. I'm gonna merge some of these words together. I'm gonna see if I can find some new stuff. I'm interested about mom and maybe dad. Pretzel sticks. Ooh, pretzel sticks. Heart boy and tomato boy. What are these? Okay, nothing. Forgotten. Mom? Mom forgotten gives me humility and responsibility. Interesting. Humility and responsibility. Plush. Nima. Love. Shark. Love. Plush. Dad. Ooh. Dad. And I want to get mom. Where's mom? Wait, where is mom? I can't find her. Repression. So we know our mom. Oh wait, true. According to this bookshelf, field studies, it looks like a fossil. It looks like our mom is like a type of paleontologist. Yeah, mom paleontologist, work. Okay, so we know that mom is some kind of paleontologist. Hello. Hi, Save. Welcome. How are you? I like pretzel sticks. I like the peanut butter ones. But, you know, pretzel sticks are nice. Dad. Work. Dad is a marine biologist. Marine biologist is dad. Interesting. I just got soda. Ooh, what kind? Dad? I want to see dad and mom. Wait, no. Dad and fear, maybe? Dad and fear gives me lonely. Interesting. Dad and mom. Family. Nima. Family. Fear. Why is that? The algorithm showed me this? Yeah! This is a cool, it's a psychological horror game. We're trying to figure out the story of Nima. She is a girl who is trapped in her basement by her mom. The bathroom is locked. But what if I need to... Huh. Interesting. Why would the bathroom be locked? Canada Dry Cherry Ginger Ale. I've never actually had cherry ginger ale before. That's interesting. I'm guessing this is a photo of... No. I'm guessing this is a drawing of mom? No. Dad and maybe Nima. So we know dad is a marine biologist. We know mom is a paleontologist. Because if we do mom and work... Okay, we're doing this by order. We know mom and work. She's a paleontologist. Mom and knowledge. Mom. So, mom's a paleontologist, dad's a marine biologist. Light. Fish. Light. Fear. Lonely. Light. Mom. Bulb boy. Ooh. What does bulb boy give me? Is red 40 in it? That's banned apparently in a lot of countries. Mom and rock. Fossil. Okay, that doesn't give me anything. Knowledge. Lonely? Family? Paleontologist. Family. Mom. I want to do Nima too. Nima and knowledge. School. Okay, that doesn't help. School. Science. Fish. Marine biologist. No. Mom. Mom. No. Lonely. Mom knowledge. Science and book. Work. Mom. Paleontologist. No. That doesn't help. Now I'm tripping. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of like different types of recipes. Like you go to a different world. Like you go to a different country and they have something completely different. Isn't that interesting? Nima and knowledge. Knowledge. Nima and knowledge gives me school, I believe. If I do Nima and knowledge, it gives me school. Okay, I think we've gotten all the clues that we could. Save the whales. Erosion? Though it is beautiful. Wait. Though it is beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem. So, what is this? I used to chew on these pencils. Hungry. This is my special jar of wishes. However, right now I wish I could get out of here. My purpose in life. I wonder what my purpose is. Interesting. Sayonara. Bye. Good night. I gotta do stuff, gotta head out. Yeah, good night. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Erosion. Hungry. Life. School. No. Erosion. Nima. Mind. Ooh, our mind. Mind. Dream. Stranger. This is interesting. Mind? I want to explore this one. Mind. Mom. Ooh. Mind. Mom. Neglect. Science and work. Science and work is mom. Neglect. Nima. Erosion. Wait, let me tuck you in. There you go. Good night. The bathroom is locked. Erosion. Hungry? No, that doesn't give me anything. Erosion. Life. No. So we know that when we... Can I offer you a deal? What? What is it? What do you have? Nima having lucid dreams? Probably. We're going insane. Erosion. I'm interested in why we are having these words show up. Bulb boy, tomato boy, water boy? No. Cuts. Cut, erosion, no. Shame? Cut? I know James Pond is probably the name of our pet. Food? What do you mean food? Body. Water. River. Food. Sashimi. Bellboy. Love. Bellboy. Sashimi. Nima. Sashimi. Sashimi and Nima. Wait. Sashimi and body does not give me Nima. What the heck? Stranger. And Nima. Mom. Humility. Ego. Ooh, this one's interesting. Ego. Pretend. Ego. Manipulation. Pretend. Repression. Okay, no, that doesn't help. Neglect. Tomato boy. Dandelion boy. Time. Wait. Time. That doesn't help. Dream. Dandelion boy. Dream. Bulb boy. Wait. Tomato boy and dream. Cloudberry boy. Wait, do I get an achievement if I get like all these types of boys? Tomato boy and cut. Blue cheese man. Tomato boy and shame. Hot dog water boy. Hell yeah. Tomato boy and life. Pomegranate princess. Tomato boy and erosion. Acidic boy. Tomato boy and ethylene boy. Tomato boy and school. Apple boy. What the heck? This reminds me of Psychonauts hacking your brain. It's interesting. It's kind of cool. Tomato boy and work. Pear boy. What the heck? Tomato boy and time. Grandfather clock. I don't get it either. Hello, Hasanix. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I don't know what these are. Grandfather clock, apple boy. They are giving us some different things though. Grandfather clock probably has something to do with time. No, wait, never mind. I don't get these boys? I don't either. Hot dog water. Me. Tag yourself, guys. What are you? Pear boy, apple boy, ethylene boy, acidic boy, pomegranate princess, hot dog water boy, blue cheese man, cloudberry boy, dandelion boy. What are you? Tomato boy forgotten. Papa! Wait, what? Who the heck? Tomato boy and grandfather clock. No, that doesn't give me anything. I think that pretend. Let's go back to this. Let's go plush. Tomato boy merch. Pomegranate princess just reminds me of Persephone. True. That's true. Let's see here. I want to go back to this manipulation kind of thing here. And ego. Manipulation pretend? No, that doesn't help. Ego. We get tomato boy, apple boy, and then writer chocolate boy? Maybe. We could. Shark. Tomato boy merch. Tomato boy. Shark. Caviar boy. What? Okay. I'm gonna like spam this thing and I'm gonna see how many tomato boy combinations I can get. We're gonna see how many tomato boy combinations I can get. Alright. Bed. Cotton boy. Joke. Orange boy. Book. Book boy. Wow. Light. Bulb boy. Okay, we already got that one. Paleontologist. Fern boy. Marine biologist. Lotus boy. What the heck? Family. Tomato garden. What? Humility. Holly boy. What? Lonely. Single cherry boy trophy. Oh wow, this one doesn't give me anything. Okay, nothing. Age. Wine boy, what? Work. Pear boy, okay, envy. Leafy green boy. What are these combinations? Why are there so many? Why are there so many different types of boys? What is this? I'm invested. I'm gonna get every single tomato boy. Forgotten. Papa. Okay, never mind. We did that already. Corpse. Rotten apple boy. Bug. Oh, bug doesn't give me anything. Love? Coca boy. Memory. Fruit snack boy. Aquarium. Sea grapes boy. What? Dad. Tomato pop. Wait, what about mom? Do we have mom? Fish. Koi boy. Oh my god, I love koi boy. Happy. Banana boy. Trapped. Peach pit boy. Outside. Huckleberry boy. Guts. Haggis man. What? Parasite. Fruit fly boy. Status. What? Where is tomato boy? Okay. Winter squash boy. What? Hold up. Interesting. Pet. Tomato pup. Trapped. Peach pit. Okay, never mind. We got that one already. Drown. Mangrove boy. Punishment. Bat boy. Hubris. Olive boy. Rebirth. Seed boy. Fossil. Ginkgo gramp. River. Rice boy. Water. Water chestnut boy. Zombie. Fungus boy. Fear. Jack-o'-lantern. What a name. Okay, how about Marella? Monster. Blood. I bet we'll get Rock Boy or something. Swimming. Pain. Predator. Stolen. Regret? Maybe? Self-loathe? Judgment. Science. Indulgence? Oh, guilt. Darn it. Oh. Kanji. Hungry. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can mix these with Tomato Boy. Tomato Boy and Marella. Wait, no, what was that? Blood Orange Boy. I don't know what the heck I just mixed that with. Darn it. Durian Boy. Burgess Boy. What does that mean? What is Marella and what is Burgess? I don't know what these words are. Tomato Boy and Swimming. Kelp Boy. Rambutan Boy. Steak Boy. Watermelon Boy. Huh. Cran Burglar. What a name. Forgotten. Papa. What? Self-loathe. Chocolate Boy. You Boy. What? Science. Lemon Boy. Chocolate Boy. Okay, we got that one already. Kanji. Kanji Kid. Oh my god, is this a pun based off of Karate Kid? It's Kanji Kid. That's amazing. I love that. Okay. Kanji Kid, yeah. I like Kanji Kid. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more and then we're gonna start going back to the story. How about sashimi? Sushi boy. Manipulation. Dr. Teeth. Ego. Coconut boy. Food. Balanced breakfast boy. Mind. Brain boy. Erosion. Acidic boy. Stranger. Jackfruit boy. Nima. Tomato girl. Tomato girl. Mom. Miss Tomato. Hungry? Watermelon boy. Disgust. Paleontologist? A marine biologist. Let's see what happens if I mix this with Tomato Boy. Disgust. Corpse Lillian. Lotus Boy and Paleontologist. Marine Lotus, they both give me Lotus Boy, okay. Why Lotus Boy though? What does Lotus Boy do? Ooh, I wonder if Lotus Boy has anything to do with Nima. Because Nima is like kanji, you know, that stuff is like Asian. So Lotus Boy may be related to her ethnicity, but like I don't know how that's relevant. I wonder if he gets super fragilistic as buddy as boy? I don't know. Well, this is all we got so far, and we've combined like almost every single term with Tomato Boy. Family. Lonely. Dad. So from what I've put together so far, I am assuming that Mom's working on something in her basement. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Hi, Art Streamer. We know that Mom's working on something in her basement, right? I have a question. You do? Mom's working on something in her basement. Dad doesn't... I don't know where Dad is. Maybe Dad's away. Maybe... I don't know if Dad's alive or not. Actually, that's a good question. Is Dad alive? Let me do Dad and body. Or maybe Dad and alive? Life? Dream. Okay, that doesn't help. Dad and life gives me dream. So is he alive in our dream or is Dad dead? I don't know. Is Dad dead? Dad dream happy? No. How do I figure out if Dad's alive? And what does Morella mean? Morella happy food. Huh. Monster and food give me sashimi. I don't know why that's a thing. Zombie and sashimi. Zombie dad. Fear. Hubris, maybe? And then dad? Dad and fear. Lonely. Hubris, sashimi, no. I'm trying to figure out what happened to Dad, but I can't really figure out what combinations to do in order to figure out if Dad's dead or alive. Dad, corpse, lonely. We keep getting the same topic regarding lonely, so I have a feeling that Dad's not around, or he's like gone. We know Mom's working on something in the basement, and this is according to her journal, and we know that it's July. Time lonely? Boredom. Ooh. Boredom and lonely gives me basement. Bug basement? No. We have the word basement now. So we have Mom in the basement gives me experiment. Ooh. Experiment and Nima give me corpse and cut. Are we a clone? If Mom's a paleontologist, are we dead? Is she trying to bring people back to life? Because we do have the topic of zombie. Zombie does come up. I need help catching someone on YouTube? Unfortunately, I cannot help you with that. Zombie and Nima. Fear, no. Nima and corpse? Birth. Birth and experiment. Zombie and parasite. Zombie parasite give me Nima. Nima and parasite give me mom. Okay. Huh. Experiment and mom give me surgery and indulgence. Birth and mom give me Nima and science. But we get the topic of zombie and science and Nima come up often whenever we like look at mom. What about the kanji? Mom kanji, disgust. Why does mom make her kanji like that? What is this? Is she just a bad cook? Mom, basement experiment, trapped. Boredom. Mom? Boredom and mom give me food. That's weird. Disgust, food, kanji. Disgust and basement, no. Experiment and basement give me trapped. Experiment and disgust now. Nima. Experiment. Okay, no. Nima and trapped give me home. Home and basement give me trapped now. Home and basement. Stranger, basement. Stranger, home, mom, birth. Self-loathe, basement? No. Regret? Regret, basement? No. Something to do with birth. The basement. We're trapped in the basement. Boredom. And Nima. Hi, Shoto Todoroki. Hello. School, birth. Home. Hospital. Ooh, hospital. Hospital and home gives me stolen. Wait a minute. Hospital and birth give me life, of course. Healing. Where's time? Science. Stolen. Science. Wait, science? Hospital? Knowledge? No. Science and healing? No. Homework. Science and healing. Science and basement give me work. What does the note mean by catching someone on Twitch? There's somebody on Twitch who is asking about catching somebody on YouTube, and I don't know what they mean. So they responded as like that to, I guess, make fun of the other person. Healing and birth. C-section. I guess we are mom's child. Experiment. C-section now. Hospital. Experiment. Science. Healing. Science. Healing. C-section now. Hospital. Birth. C-section. Hospital. Life. C-section. Life. No. Interesting. Are you the same person? Are you talking about yourself? This is the same person. C-section experiment. Ooh, God. God and C-section. God and healing. God and healing gives me love. Love and science gives me family. Experiment and God. No. Boredom. Nima. God. Rebirth. No, it's me and my friend O. I'm talking about our streamer. Our streamer's on Twitch. The Nope is on YouTube, and they're just, I don't know, trolling each other. God. Mom. Mom God? Ego. Ooh. I wonder Because we have God and Mom gives us ego. I wonder if she's doing something. Hi, Prime Ronaldo. How are you? Ego. Maybe Mom's doing something. What does this medal give me? World's best daughter. I wonder what the sample size for this was. Pride and ego gives me hubris. Pride and God? Punishment. Punishment. God and punishment? Flay. What does flay have to do with anything? I'm doing okay? You? I'm good. We're trying to figure out the lore to this story. Birth. Flay. No. Experiment. God? No. God birth time. Hospital. Experiment. Science. No. Where is maybe family, and then I want to get Mom. Maybe parasite too. Parasite status shame. Morella. Morella keeps popping up related to food. I don't know what that means. Mom. And Nima. An experiment. God? God parasite. God Nima. Immortality. Wait, how did I get that? What did I just combine to get immortality? Okay, rebirth. I think I was thinking about like experiment and hospital. I don't know. God and shame gives me repression. Hi, geometry triangles. Hello, how are you? I knew it, you were the same person. You did this last time too, didn't you? Ego and Morella. God and Morella. God and Morella gives us Nima. Fear. Huh. Nima and repression gives us fear. Pretend. I'm pretty sure you did that last time. I think you did. I don't remember. Hello. C-section. So, something about us. Choke? Ooh, book. Choke, no. I want to do joke and I want to do Mom, actually. Joke and Mom, stranger, no. Nima and joke. Happy. Happy ego. Milk, coffee, rice, tomatoes. I wonder if Mom had time to pick up groceries while I was gone. It doesn't seem like it. Hungry. Help Mom file taxes. Mom was always so stressed about those. Guilt. Was Mom not doing your taxes? Dumb bass. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Bully and fish. Bully and guilt? No. You know, you would think I've clicked on everything there is to click on, but no. Seems lonely. Plush, she needs a friend. Plush and friend gives me tomato boy. I've clicked on all the books. Is there anything else I'm missing on this desk? No. Okay. Just the diary. We've got bully. I want to do Mom and bully. No. Bully, Nima? Sad. Sad and Mom gives me Nima and Dad. Fish and friend? Jane's Pond. Yay! Sad. Friend. Bully. Tomato boy. Bully. Giant Belgium boy. What? Tomato boy. Tomato boy. Peel banana boy. Friend. Tomato Olsen. Yeah, Tomato Olsen. Bully. Giant Belgium boy. Sad. Peel banana boy. Jane's Pond. Secret Agent Pond. Tomato boy. Guilt. You boy. Tomato boy. Stranger. Jackfruit boy. Let's see. C-section. Doctor fetus. Hospital. Bandage girl. Home. Greenhouse. Experiment. Watercress boy. Ooh, I want to do God. Tomato boy. Honeydew boy. Wait. Tomato boy and God. Forbidden fruit boy. Okay. I don't know what's happening. That doesn't give me anything. Okay, so according to what we know so far, I think something about we were born in a hospital, C-section. Dad disappeared. Dad went somewhere. He died maybe. And then mom got really absorbed in her work to the point of neglect and that she's forgetting everything else. And then something happens to Nima to the point that the mom has done something to her, to the fact that she considers herself a zombie and a parasite. And that the mom has an ego and wants to defy God. Because the words that come up with mom is science, indulgence, like regret, guts, blood, experimentation, science, the basement, and like a bunch of stuff related to that. And I'm wondering if she did something. Maybe she's trying to revive the dead? Maybe she's trying to revive Nima. Is Nima dead? Corpse. Pretend. Memory. Okay. Pretend. Body. Trapped. Outside. Nima trapped in her home. Okay. Nima pretend. Mirror. Nima outside. Freedom. Nima corpse. Birth. So Nima and a corpse is birth. Nima and body. Ruin. Nima happy. Swimming. Family. So when Nima's happy, she likes her family and she likes swimming. Which is why I find it extremely unlikely that she hit her head while swimming in the river. Nima mirror. Ghost. Ruin. Home. Burgess shale. Ghost. Swimming. Ghost. Family. Ghost ruin. Ghost freedom. What is Burgess shale? Oops. Clicked the wrong thing. Family? Ghost. There's a lot of things on here that I'm kind of confused about. Like, I know that Tomato Boy seems to be some type of show or series that she's really into. She likes Tomato Boy. And these are all the characters within the series. Think of like the Sanrio characters. They're kind of like that. So I understand the boy whatevers. But some of these words on here, I really don't understand what they mean. Like, Burgess Shale. We have Marella. As well as... Where is it? I can't find it. No, I think it's just those two. Burgess Shale and Morella. Oh, Burgess Shale and Morella gives me home. What is Burgess Shale though? And what is Morella? Morella gives me something related to food. Corpse, parasite, zombie. Corpse. Let me look up Morella. Morella. Morella and corpse. Zombie. Oh. Zombie Morella. Zombie Morella gives me fossil and parasite. Yeah, zombie parasite gives me Morella. Parasite fossil. And my Nima is kind of like Infinite Craft. Basically, yeah. How's it going? It's going well. Thank you for asking. We're trying to figure out the lore to this game. It's a psychological horror game, kind of like Infinite Craft, where we mix words together and try to figure out the lore. So I am assuming... Hello. So it looks like Morella, going off of what the game is saying, is a type of prehistoric fossil. And it's a type of parasite. Like an ancient parasite that maybe brought corpses back to life as a type of like cordyceps. As for Burgess Shale, I'm not really sure what that is. Although Morella keeps coming to mind as food as well, but that does make sense. If Morella is supposed to be a type of parasite. Psychological gain sometimes difficult, true. I'm gonna Google it. Morella. What is a Morella? Morella. M-A-R-R. Okay. R-L-L-A. Okay, it says online, Morella is an extinct genus of Marrellomorph arthropod. Known from the Middle Cambrian of North America and Asia, it is the most common animal represented in the Burgess Shale of British Columbia, Canada, with tens of thousands of specimens collected. Much rarer remains are known from deposits in China. It's a fossil lectopope of Morella. It's an extinct arthropod with a unique head shield antenna and biramous appendages. It was abundant in the Burgess Shale of Canada and China in the Middle Cambrian period. So Burgess Shale appears to be like a location. And looks like this bug over here. This is the exact same type of Morella. This image. This is what a Morella looks like. It's like a type of fossil. The type of animal. It looks like a little arthropod. But I don't know why it's being used to represent Nima. The dolphin in the back seems very scary. No, the dolphin's smiling. It's cute. Also, it's a beluga, not a dolphin. That's a beluga. Her father was a marine biologist, so she's really into marine biology, like these animals. And her mother's a paleontologist, hence the fossils. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know why she's being... Well, if we know her mother's a paleontologist, right? I thought he was scared. That's a smile. Or like it's the pog face. It's like, oh. Interesting. If I do have a feeling that we are an experiment of some type. If this, the Morella, is being used to represent Nima, and we know that Nima and her mother was studying these things, as well as us, we are considered to be studying. So maybe we, on the same scale as a type of study, is similar to our mom, is what I'm imagining. So the Morella is supposed to be related to Nima, because we are a field of study for our mother, who we consider to be a stranger for some reason because we don't remember her. We lost our memories. According to our mother, we hit our head on a river, on a rock. And we lost memory, and our mother did something to us, and now we don't know what happened. We just have vague memories of our mother hurting us. And we don't know why, but she hurt us in the ways of being neglectful. It doesn't look like, I don't think she hurt us physically. I think she has been an absent parent. According to these sticky notes, which like seems to suggest that mom emotionally neglects us. And she did say it herself. She admitted it in the basement when we asked her a question saying like we hurt her. Mom says, "I'm sorry, I know I hurt you because I haven't been there for you." So it could be that dad left mom, or dad died, and mom became absorbed in her work to try to kind of avoid the pain, and in turn neglected Nima. But I don't believe this game will take on the route of like a scientific, like Frankenstein lore twist. I believe it's more like mom threw herself into her work as a way to cope with grief. It's a psychological thing. It's not like actual horror. That is my hypothesis. I think dad died, dad went somewhere, or dad left, divorced mom, or something like that. Our only happy memories are when dad was around, and then mom started emotionally neglecting us. To the point where she's not good at cooking. Like, we saw her cook. Mom's not a good cook. Mom doesn't know how to cook. Mom's only passion is apparently her research. Yes. Are you awake? Yes. Oh god, that is a scary picture. Oh my god, mom looks terrifying. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts, opening the door only a crack for it to be caught up by the chain lock and held nearly closed. Also the fact that our basement... Not the basement, sorry. The fact that the bathroom door is locked is really weird. And we're locked in our room in the basement. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain and open the door again. You left that emptiness, yeah. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shit. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. She doesn't take notice of you, passing by to ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns, trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag bulging with concealed items. All right. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. You know she's a scientist when she uses these words. Why would you refer to your own daughter as your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery? It's very clinical. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips her notebook closed and the fake smile turns into a real one. You're gonna do better today, right? Today's gonna be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. Whoops. I'm clearing my throat. 1 sec, let me drink water. She places a shark plushie up on the table in front of you. For some reason, it invokes unfamiliar feelings within. Plush shark. Okay, we know that the shark is related to Dad in the aquarium. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. She uses a lot of scientific vocabulary throughout the game. Yeah, she's a scientist. She's a paleontologist. Now, is there anything this reminds you of? The trip. Aquarium. Dad. The trip. That's the toy Dad got for me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes, let's get out of the bowl. It's not really a good time for that right now. Aw man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like how we used to when Dad was... still around. I wonder if Dad's alive. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but the plushie still connects the two of you together. Maybe after we're all done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny. You used to bring this thing everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say it was starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out so we could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey! He never did, don't worry. After he... Oh, he did pass! He's dead! After he passed, you were even more inseparable. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom lovingly places her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. I wonder how Dad died. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed onto its surface. There's a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it towards you. What does this remind you of? Plush, pain, rock, aquarium. We know Mom's a paleontologist, but we also know this thing's called a marella. Wait, that doesn't give me anything. A rock. Work? Your work. You have a memory of you being at the top of the stairs to the basement, peeking down at your mother while she toiled away here in her lab. She was looking at this rock, spending all her time with it as if it had enchanted her. She wouldn't let you see what she was working on. Every time you interrupted, she'd tell you firmly to leave. This is the topic of her next research study, a study she has been working on night and day for most of the summer. I knew it! She's studying morellas. You spent the whole summer with that fossil. Time got away from me. The memories are all tinged with loneliness and guilt. Your mother had called you her lab assistant, but all you did was help her with cook and clean. Back then, you told yourself you did all that work for love, but now you can't help but feel indigent. Up until this point in the stream, my mana has already gone boom. It's interesting. I think it's a really interesting form of storytelling. You touched a nerve with that, she reacts by balling her fists. A steel veil crosses over her eyes. You spoiled brat. You can play and do nothing all summer. Maybe to you this looks like I'm wasting my time, but all this work I've done so we can fix our family. You shouldn't have said that. Why not? It's the truth. Play? You didn't let me go outside. I felt like I was in prison. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, Nima. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set out for you. What a lesson, Mom. Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust, and you're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. Experiment? I was ready to forgive you, for us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. Roughly, she picks you up by your arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across from the threshold of the door and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. Stimulus? What? What is it? What does that mean? You messed up, pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want nothing else but the comfort of the bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights on your arms. You try to wiggle, and your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you, she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters the room, wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. What? You're awake. I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine. You won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. I don't know if this lore is about a sea animal. I don't know about that. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. Oh! Not the eye! There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness until a familiar voice. Nima, is that you? Huh. Oh my god, this is disgusting. She killed us. That's not that bad. You guys haven't read enough horror. Okay. Huh. A lot to think about. Begin demo. Let's start again. Let's do this again. Wait, do I lose all my letters? Do I lose all my words? I think because this is a demo, there's only one ending so far. I don't believe we can get any other endings. Dark, endless, and eternity. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. Wait, is this how it started originally, or did we have new dialogue? I don't remember this from the beginning. An irritating, familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked. Question mark? You're breathing. The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. You're underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. The stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Nima, is that you? Who am I? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. Mom? What's going on? Wait, yes, it's coming back to you now. Oh, thank God, I thought I'd lost you. He pauses, lost. Me? Mom shudders. Let me bring you some food first, you must be starving. She exits the basement, excitedly clambering away up the stairs. She says something like, "You're alive." I hope she touches and cracks her skull. Thanks, Mom. This is... I don't think there's any way we could have answered in the previous. I think that the ending of getting stabbed and getting killed, I believe that every single time it resets us. Like, she's like doing a hard reset and then she's like creating another Nima or something. Because she does something about like, oh good, it worked, right? She says something along the lines of like, it worked. But I don't know why. And she seems to be like testing us for some reason. I'm really not sure. Okay, we did this last time. I'm gonna skip to the part where I can ask her questions. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected, and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. You're going to be sleeping and living in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Why don't we go to the hospital, huh? Just follow your rules and then we'll be free. You're not a prison. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? You look at the bowl of food, then back at her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel, if they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it towards you. What does this make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk if you like. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that is not true. She's looking for a specific response. Ew. I think we have to say ew, because she did say before that we never liked her cooking. Disgust and hungry. Indulgence. I think we have to say ew. Stranger. Indulgence? No. Stranger. Nima. Mom. Hungry. Mom. Science. Experiment. Knowledge. Sashimi. Sashimi. Indulgence. Nima. Indulgence. Disgust. Indulgence. Judgment. Mom. Judgment. Regret. I'm gonna say ew. Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot congee down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this overseasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. I'm sorry, Mom. I can't eat this. Well, you have to eat something. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food when there is perfectly fine congee at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I'll have some Burgess Burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. To be determined if she'll actually remember to do this. Huh, she's gonna feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of congee certainly chased away your appetite. Now you prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? You shake your head. Something's just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming. You hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Likely story. Memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand she clutches a small, sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow the real test will begin. You pass those and you'll be free to leave the basement and everything can return to normal. I wonder if we can actually get a different ending. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? I think the cycle continues. Yeah. I suppose it's only fair if you had a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain racking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? Pain. You hurt me. Regret. Hurt me. Nima. Am I Nima? Stolen. Swimming? Swimming? Indulgence. Hungry. Drown. Did I die? Body. Oh, drown. I want to see this. Did I die? Did I die in the accident? No. You were in a coma. Let's not worry about that right now, okay? Your eyelids are growing heavy. You're running out of energy. Anything you want to ask me about? Blood. Swimming? Rock. Swimming. Water. Blood. Pain. River. Who are you? A VTuber who just popped up on my homepage. Exactly. Hello. Welcome. Tyler does stuff YouTube. Hello, how are you? We are playing a psychological horror game. And we're trying to figure out who we are. I want to ask you about swimming because we asked about this last time. River, knowledge, no. Science, pain? Your job? We know she's a paleontologist. We know marine. Do I like fish? That's an interesting question to ask. Disgust. You cook that? Mom. Am I Nima? I'm good. Don't get scared. Why would I get scared? I don't like jump scares, but I do like horror. Hungry. Self-loathe and shame. Disgust. You cook that? Science? Your job? We know her job. Knowledge. What happened to me? We know what happened to her. She was swimming. She's not going to answer that. Mom. Mom's hiding something. Are you okay? That's a good question. Stranger. Mom? I want to ask if she's okay. Are you okay, Mom? She looks surprised, and then down at her cardigan. Do I not look okay? You look like you stopped taking care of yourself a long time ago. You try to smile warmly at her. I was worried about you. But it's all okay now. Just need to run these tests. How about afterwards we spend the last week of summer break heading down to the radium? A nice hot spring will do us some good. Sure. Can I help somehow? Just focus on getting better. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? I just have one more question. Okay, what do you want to ask? I don't want to ask these questions that are accusatory. Because I have a feeling that that's gonna give us a bad ending if we ask like too many questions that hurt Mom. Because that's what we did last time. We were trying to figure out what happened. I want to see what happens if we ask questions and try to appeal to her guilt. But like without like making her suspicious. Like without triggering her, honestly. No, not food. No, I don't want that. Spearmint, no. Mom? I don't know what asking mom is gonna do. To be honest, regret. No, that's too targeted. Swimming. If we ask swimming, it might give us more questions. Do I like fish? This is related to dad, so maybe. Do I like fish? I'm subbing? Thank you. My brain is fuzzy, but there's a lot of fish swimming around in my noggin. You want to study marine biology, so that makes sense. That does make sense. Your brain is a fishbowl and you're ready to fill it with the fish. The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness, and you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You are lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Her acts of mothership seem little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again the world goes dark. So the dialogue seems the same. I wonder what's gonna happen tomorrow. Life? Fossil. This is an interesting image of the bug, the creature in our head. Ugh, my head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. She needs a friend. Jane's pond is our pet fish. We went on an aquarium trip with Dad, and this is how we got this plush shark. Happy. It looks so pretty out there. The bathroom is locked. July already? I feel like it's been a million years. Disgust. Penguin. Envy. Tomato boy. Erosion. Milk, coffee, rice, tomatoes. Mom had to pick up groceries. Doesn't seem like it. Help mom file taxes. Mom was stressed about those. Guilt. Dumb. The base is trying his best. July. Time. Fish. Food. Bully. Candy. Ooh, candy's new. Pretend. Wait a minute. We unlocked this last time and it's already automatically open. Who wrote over my diary? Do not trust the woman, kill her. I'm interested in why we have that dialogue that passes through Nima's head that's like in the written font. Because we know that's not, like, that's Nima's inner voice, but I don't know why she's acting like that. World's best daughter, I wonder what the sample size was. She's like, at times really cynical. And at times she's like, I don't know. Swim team isolation. Golden field. Homework, bully. Golden field. Isolation. Are we the true villain in this game? I think, well, it's coming out to be our mom, because our mom did kill us previously, so. Isolation, sad. Marine biologist, Goldenfield. Okay, I want to know what Goldenfield is related to. Mom, experiment, surgery and indulgence. Experiment, Goldenfield, pretend, family. This is my dad look like. Dad, sad water, tears. We're getting new words this time. Memory, tears, dad. So, we know dad's dead. Some dream. An accident happened that took dad, but I have a feeling that we were involved in that accident as well. So what we know so far is that dad's a marine biologist. We ourselves, as Nima, are interested in marine biology. We also want to be a marine biologist when we grow up. So maybe we went with dad on a trip for his work, and then I think something happened to both of us and dad died in the process. And something also happened to us that put us in a coma. And mom, for some reason, is hiding that. Mom will not tell us the true reason of what happened to us. Like why we have no memories and why we hurt our head. She just lied to us and said that Nima hurt her head swimming in the lake or the river, when our memory is of a rock and mom holding a scalpel. Mom dreamed grief. And we know that mom is quite upset about dad being dead. She's throwing herself into her work and neglecting Nima. She's forgetting to do all of these things. Love, fear, and family. Tears, Goldenfield? Ooh, Goldenfield, hate and home. Interesting. Hate, surgery, love. Torture. Torture, Goldenfield. Torture, fear. Torture, love. Abuse. Family, abuse? No. Tears. Aquarium. Fish, abuse, Goldenfield. Torture, abuse. I don't think mom was ever physically abusive. Well, that's not true. I don't know. Was mom physically abusive? It looks like she's more emotionally neglectful, but she is doing something to Nima, but I'm not really sure what. Mom torture is fish. Mom and abuse. No. Mom and fish disgust. I don't know why that's giving us that topic though. Like why does mom hate fish? Stranger, pain, rock. Pain, blood. Stolen, stranger, predator. Pain, blood, rock. Predator and mom. No, mom, rock, fossil. Mom and judgment? Regret. Regret, predator, no. Joke? Predator, regret, fossil. Swim team, joke. Fossil, regret. Pride, swim team. No. Age, pride, hubris. Trapped, hubris. Trapped, swim team, trapped. Age. Life, fossil. Whoa, obsession. You recall a day in the summer that could have been any day. You are alone in the baking heat of your house, waiting for your mother to return. The AC broke at some point. Now you hide from the light, drawing all curtains tight and clutching a small whirring fan in your hand. In this darkness and heat, you shuffle around like a ghost, cleaning dishes over and over just for something to pass the time. You wet your hands in lukewarm water, then stick them to the back of the freezer. Most of all, you wonder what you did wrong, what you did to deserve this loneliness. Suddenly, you hear your doorbell, and you half slide, half run your way to the door. At the door, instead of your mother, you find Pearl. She smiles at you and offers you a bag filled with sports drinks, cold food, and ice cream. Hello, Nima. I brought some things for you and your mother. I think Pearl is an aunt, or she is a relative. You were sad to tell the retirement home you couldn't work there anymore. Your mother needed your help more. Now you and Pearl had your roles switched. She started looking after you instead of the other way around. Night-night. Good night, Turtle King. Wait, let me tuck you in. Good night. Thank you for the water break. It was strange, considering she was nowhere near your age. But you wondered if this was what having a friend felt like. So we used to work at the retirement center. Oh, I can do this. Oh, swimming. And then this? I don't know who this is. Maybe this is us. This is us swimming. But the way that they've done this swimming thing, it makes it look like either she's swimming to the surface, like she could just be competitive swimming, or she's drowning because it looks like she's sinking. The air bubbles are rising, so I can't tell what happened. So I guess we used to volunteer at a nursing home before the accident and before Dad died, maybe. And we befriended this elderly lady named Pearl, and she's like kind of like a guardian / family friend. Thanks, Pearl. You greedily took the bag from her and attracted a package of cold peas. You balanced them on the top of your head to relieve the baking sensation on your brain. You want to come in and play a board game? We have chess, checkers, and mahjong. Oh, I always have the time to beat you at mahjong. Is your mother home? She's at work right now. You're not with her. I thought you were her lab assistant. I am. She comes back here once in a while, and I give her a new lunchbox and a fresh change of clothes. True to her word, she won at mahjong and won again as you try to regain her honor. That's all? You just hand off supplies as she leaves? I thought she was taking up the mountain. Yeah, but that was before. The image of the shale fossil still lingered in your mind. The day you found it, you were so happy you couldn't get yourself to stop smiling. And when you looked down, you swore you could see the fossil smiling back. You stopped yourself. She already took me. Nothing interesting happened, just saw a bunch of rocks. Oh really? Nothing happened at all? You shake your head vigorously. You can't risk upsetting your mother more than you already have. Fine, fine, but if you ever feel like gossiping, old Pearl's always here to listen. You return to silently playing board games. You remember that she got up in the middle of a game and went over and kicked your AC. You were horrified, but somehow that fixed it. It came sputtering back to life. You were able to turn the lights back on. More than that, you were able to run the oven without the heat spilling out to bake the whole room. You made cookies together, swapped stories, planned a trip to Vancouver you both knew you'd never be allowed to take. For a moment, she freed you from the heat and the isolation. If only if she were here to save you now. Wait, as you approach the door, wait, something happened. Obsession. This is interesting. We unlocked a memory. Hubris, obsession. Okay, I think this is a dead word, like we can't mix this with anything. I wonder if there's anything else we can unlock. Hate, self-loathe, fear, disgust, grief, tears, memory, dad, life, dream, light, dream, death, love, death, grief, okay, obviously, death, predator, no, death, torture, immortality. Immortality, predator is zombie. Zombie, grief, Nima's fear. Zombie, predator. Wait. Predator, Nima, mind. Zombie, mind, food, hungry, happy. Zombie, disgust, blood. Zombie and fear, zombie, blood, food. Life, fear, pain. Memory, happy, dad, family. Mom, Nima. Love, fear, family, lonely, mom, kanji. Surgery, pain, blood, guts. Family, blood, love. Surgery, guts, blood. Goldenfield. Maybe Goldenfield is the neighborhood we live in. Trophy, surgery, love, trophy. Goldenfield. School, Goldenfield, no. School, love, swim team. Mom. Where's mom? Mom and blood, science. I'm trying to get back. Mom and surgery. Mom surgery, Morella. Mom Jane's Pond, love, pet, family. Mom Nima, dad, mom. Nima, pet, fish, marine biologist. Morella. Mom Morella, guilt, experiment. So we know the guilt whenever mom looks at that. Whenever mom looks at the Morella, the guilt is not from whatever she's done. Mom feels no remorse. Mom has no feelings towards us. The guilt she feels is, I guess, not spending enough time with Nima rather than like whatever she's doing to us right now. Mom and cut. Surgery. Immortality? No. Death. Paradox. Morella. James Pond. Why does James Pond keep coming up? We know James Pond is the name of our fish. We have a pet fish named James Pond. Whenever the topic of paradox and like life comes up, James Pond keeps coming up. Power, Nima, immortality, healing, remnant, healing, cut, healing, surgery, paradox, cut. It's a funny pun, they want to get use out of it. James Pond. Shark fin soup. Experiment, pain, work, swim team trophy, Goldenfield. Remnant. Remnant healing? Cut. No. Remnant and maybe... no. Status Morella. Fossil. Yes. Status remnant fossil. Remnant fossil? Life. Remnant Morella. Cambrian era fossil. Burgess shale, rebirth, parasite. Immortality, healing, body. Growth and pain, torture. Parasite, fossil, Morella. Parasite, rebirth, immortality, torture. Interesting. So Burgess shale, I did some research into what the Morella is. So the Morella is a Cambrian era type of what is a term called for a shelled creature? Arthropod. The Morella is an extinct type of arthropod that existed in the Cambrian era in the Burgess Shale, which is a term for the location in between Canada and Asia. So that ocean in between is what they used to refer to as the Burgess Shale. Bimarl is an extinct species that no longer exists of a type of arthropod. And I'm not really sure what it did. Like, did it have some kind of ability is what I'm trying to figure out. Cambrian era home. Why do we get shark fin soup? Remnant home, mom. Paleontologist, mom, work. Mom's a paleontologist. Healing, work. No. Healing power? Immortality, paradox. Jane's pawn keeps coming up when it comes paradox. Why? Guts, Nima, disgust. Guts, Jane's pawn, sashimi. Guts, Jane's pawn, food, happy. Predator. I'm trying to get the concept of hospital again. Surgery, parasite, torture, rebirth, torture. Stasis, rebirth, parasite, symbiosis. Ooh, wait, symbiosis and Nima, wait. Okay, symbiosis, Nima. Oh, darn. Mom, symbiosis, no. Science, symbiosis, no. Knowledge, science, symbiosis, Nima. School, mom, pride. Predator, sashimi. What do I mix with this? Symbiosis, stolen. Predator? Symbiosis. Marine biologist. This is so weird. Zombie. Symbiosis, scientist. Jane's pawn, symbiosis, no. Zombie, predator, no. Family, symbiosis. Power, symbiosis, no. Healing, power, no. Healing, symbiosis. Healing, oh, there we go, hospital. I'm gonna do hospital, and I believe if I mix it with family. Hospital, family, death. No. Fossil, river. River, symbiosis, no. Surgery. If I do surgery and hospital, I get knife. Knife. And paleontologist. Knife. Knife, river, no. Knife, hospital. Rebirth. Hospital, rebirth, no. Power. Hospital. Healing. Hospital. Doctor. Knife. Surgery. Doctor, scientist. No. Doctor, rebirth. Doctor and healing? No. Power, doctor, healing. Okay, never mind. Dr. Morella, scientist. Death? Death and healing? No. Grief. Scientist, mom. Darn it. I'm trying to get... Oh my god. Abuse, doctor. No. Surgery, doctor. Work. Age? Work? Paradox. Time. Work. Mom. Bed, drown, regret, scientist, hungry, mom. Doctor, hospital, Nima. Nima, hospital, sleep. Nima, doctor, hospital, sleep, status. Depression. Pills. Depression and pills? Antidepressants. Antidepressants. Surgery. Sleep. Nima, hospital, sleep. Nima, cure, depression. Why are the ants depressed? I don't know. Hi, Night. Sleep pills, hospital, healing cure. Sleep. Doctor. So I guess when we were in a coma, we were in the hospital, I guess. Hello. How are you? Hospital, antidepressants, pills, mind. So are we on antidepressants or is mom on antidepressants? Depression, repression, nightmare, sleep, monster. Monster and nightmare, fear, repression and fear, pretend, antidepressants. Antidepressants and mom. Indulgence, ooh. Nima and indulgence, candy. Nima and antidepressants. Cure, depression. Nightmare. Pills? I'm gonna do Nima. Nima and pills, antidepressants, okay. So we're Nima and candy, happy. Happy, nightmare, dream. Nima and antidepressants. Nima and depression, guilt. Guilt and forgiveness. Mom forgiveness, shame. Nima and shame, self-loathe. Nima and forgiveness, responsibility. Mom and responsibility, work. Work and mom, wallet, abuse, guilt, stolen. Brock's. We stole mom's wallet. Brock's, stolen. Self-loathe, abuse. Wallet, pretend. No. Responsibility, wallet, stolen, guilt. Monster, wallet, Brock's, abuse. Parasite, rebirth. Interesting. This is unlocking a new type of story. Hello, my friend. How are you doing today? I'm good. How are you, Little Red? Welcome. Why are the ants depressed? Because they are. Okay, so it looks like we are in antidepressants. I'm assuming we were really sad after Dad died. And it looks like Mom might be on antidepressants too, or Mom pretends that everything is fine by throwing herself into her work. And then I guess we stole Mom's wallet to go buy something, which does say that in her diary. See, I might be a bad person. If you are something reading this, please blah blah something Brock socio something long to know that I really have blah blah the not like she'll even really might even have something. Pearl's purse grab. We stole Pearl's purse. And we didn't steal Mom's purse, we stole Pearl's purse. You know what's really interesting, by the way? I just noticed this. The way this brain is shaped around Nima's head makes it look like she has horns right here. I wonder if this is intentional, or if it just so happened to be the shape of the brain. Because the way they put this, the brain could have been larger. I wonder if they made it look like horns on purpose with the lighting. This is interesting. I've been trying these pills that Pearl gave me. Of course, Mom doesn't know about it, but every time I try to bring it to her, she tells me we'll talk about it later. I talk to Pearl instead. Pearl's been giving Nima antidepressants. I don't think I've ever seen her leave the basement this week. I get that her work is important, but I wish that she would at least just look at me. I don't even think she blah blah something. I don't think she would have been at home if I were missing anyway. Huh. So, Pearl's been giving Nima antidepressants. To not the kill. Mom killed us last time, actually. She stabbed us with a knife. Maybe that's an Easter egg? I don't think so. I think it's part of the storyline. I think it's part of the story that we're supposed to discover. But like, to be fair, we are advancing partly into the story that the game hasn't unlocked yet. Forgiveness. Wallet. Responsibility. So it looks like we stole Pearl's wallet to go buy Bronx. Not really sure why. And then Pearl's been giving us antidepressants. Oh, the Easter egg is the horns. Maybe. Doctor and knife surgery. Parasite and surgery torture. Burgess shale and no. Rebirth torture. I'm trying to get back. Surgery and torture, fish. Family, fish, James Pond. Surgery, rebirth. I'm trying to get... Okay, in the past, we unlocked C-section in the previous run. I'm trying to get back that, and I don't remember how exactly I got it. Healing, rebirth, horns, surgery, healing, surgery, rebirth. Something about death. Okay, life, rebirth, surgery and life, surgery and rebirth. No. Healing, healing and life. Body, hospital. Monster hospital. No. Forgiveness hospital. Forgiveness monster. Forgiveness. I don't remember exactly. Hospital doctor. Responsibility work. Wallet. Doctor. Mom. Doctor, mom, regret. Regret. Mom. Mom in sleep? Sad. Hospital. Hospital in Nima. Mom? Guilt. Mom? Guilt. Nima. Hospital. Doctor. Nima. Experiment. Doctor. Wait. Hospital and Nima. Nima and hospital. Wait. Nima and experiment stolen? Wait. Nima and experiment. Corpse cut. Nima and experiment becomes corpse and cut. Hospital, cut, surgery. Corpse, Nima, birth. Okay, there we go. We're getting closer. Birth, hospital, life. Birth, and then doctor. No. Birth and parasite. Monster corpse. Autopsy. Autopsy. I want to see what happens if I do autopsy and dad. Because I want to see how dad died. Dad, autopsy. Oh, it doesn't work. Stolen, autopsy. What does the autopsy say about dad? I want to know how dad died. Autopsy. Also, hospital, birth, corpse, birth, corpse, ghost, birth, hospital, life. Doctor, maybe? Doctor and birth? No. Knife. Birth. C-section. There we go. C-section. Okay, we got this back. C-section. Autopsy. C-section. Mom. No. Regret. Happy. Pretend. Sad. Ghost. Knowledge. Ghost. Indulgence. Disgust. Ghost. Sad. Tears. Hungry. Starvation. Knowledge. We know starvation. Nima. Food. Sashimi. I'm gonna see if I can get Pearl. Stranger. Family. Mom. No. I don't know how to get... I feel like I would, in order to get Pearl, I would have to go find retirement home. Do I have the word friend? I do. Mom, friend, dad. Friend, Nima. Pet, no. Dad, friend, James Pond. Dad, friend, James Pond. Food. What? Fish aren't friend. Fish are friends, not food. Starvation. Happy. What? Starvation and... pet? Monster. Happy. Food. Forgiveness. The way that Nima comes up with things and these correlations are a little bit creepy. Like, I can't tell if it's it could be a symptom of her depression, because I know that sometimes depression does tend to manifest as like negative thoughts. And when you are I don't know how to put this. When you are depressed, it feels like everything around you pisses you off. So it could be a symptom of her depression, and because she's no longer allowed to go outside, she's no longer on antidepressants that Pearl has been giving her. So it could be making her symptoms worse because she is kept inside, and the way that her mother's acting is not helping. Nice frog? Thank you. There. Morella, forgiveness. Morella, pet. James Pond. James Pond, family. Morella, zombie. Parasite and a fossil. Sashimi. Morella becomes food. It's sashimi. I don't know why she's thinking that. Dream, fear, regret. This is hard. Hubris, regret. Dream, hubris, fossil, swimming. Hubris, fossil, swimming. Grief, swimming, no. Tears, swimming. Tears, swimming, drown. Dream, drown, blood. Dream, grief, rock, mind. Mind, memory. We're swimming. Swimming and swim team. Swimming, memory. River, rock, pain. Swim team. Memory, rock, pain. Memory, pain, rock, and mind. Trapped, isolation, swim team, mom, Nima, stolen. I don't know what to do. What do I do? I don't know what I should be looking for. Other than merging all of these words with Tomato Boy, I feel like we've pretty much gotten almost all the words. I'm back. Welcome back. Hello. We're still doing this. Aquarium, happy. Nima, mind. Fish, Jane's pond. So we've only gotten one memory. I wonder if I can unlock more, but I don't know. Antidepressants, Jane's pond, food. Depression, food, candy. This is interesting. I wonder if... Hello, hi Hazards. Welcome. I wonder if Pearl has been giving us candy and calling it antidepressant. Like, she's been calling antidepressants candy, which is why Nima is calling it candy, and whenever we go into overindulgence, she is like that. I don't know what broncs are. Nightmare, starvation, antidepressants, depression, sleep, starvation, neglect. Oh, that's new. Well, I don't remember getting that before. Neglect, starvation. Neglect, ghost. No. Neglect, autopsy? I want to explore neglect and autopsy a little bit more. Corpse, neglect, rot. Neglect and rot. No, neglect and autopsy. I'm playing Blue Archive? Cool. Never played that game. Let's see here. Rot. Rot and depression. Bed. Bed rot. Neglect. Bed. Depression. Rot. Okay. I got to go. Bye. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. Parasite. Rot. Fix. Growth. Fix. Status. Neglect. Depression. Rebirth. Autopsy. Burgess Shale. Autopsy. Rebirth. Parasite. Status. Self-loathe. Shark fin soup. Kanji? Hungry. Shark fin soup. No. Mom. Shark fin soup. Kanji. Mom disgust. Nima. Autopsy. No. Nima. Hungry. Food. Hungry. Mom. Nima. Nima. Bed. Sleep. Nima. Sleep. Nightmare. Nima. Love. Mom. Nima. Hungry. Food. Kanji. Mom. Food. Autopsy. Dad. Kanji. Food. Autopsy doesn't give me anything. I don't know why they gave me this word if I can't combine it with anything. Rot. Dad. Kanji. Nima. Rot. Zombie. She's referring to rot and zombie as herself, but I wonder if that's more of how she feels due to her depression rather than how she actually is. I don't think she's like medically, like something's happening to her medically. Fix Dad. She does tend to have like a lot of guilt, like her mom. Fix and neglect. Love, neglect, guilt, rot, guilt, neglect. Fix, neglect gives love. So Nima's mom has been neglecting her, but I don't know. Ghost Dad. want to say ghost and mom, maybe? Ghost and mom, no. Mom, dad, family. Family fix, acceptance. Swimming in acceptance. Swimming in judgment. Self-loathe. Acceptance, ghost. Acceptance, fix. Humility. We're going through all the 7 deadly sins right now. Acceptance. Rot. Acceptance, humility. Starvation. Acceptance and starvation gives me death. That's interesting. Nima, acceptance, healing. Healing and humility gives me growth. Happiness. So we understand through to these choices that being able to accept and move on will fix us and will make us happier. We understand that. And for some reason we appear to have a grudge against our mom. To the point of wanting her dead, but I don't know why. Nima seems to hold a lot of resentment for the mom. Knife? Happy. No. Knife. Rot. Infect. Symbiosis, infect. Okay, we can't do anything with that. Infect. Fix. Body. Infect. Rot. Death. Body, death, corpse. Let me clear that. Infect. Fix. Okay, I want to mix infect and fix. Body, no. Infect and fix. I want to see what happens if I mix both mom and Nima with these, because I want to see what it gives me. Where's Nima? Mom, infect, experiment. Mom and fix gives me science. What about Nima and infect? Parasite and mind. Manipulation. Nima and fix gives me family. Family is marine biologist and paleontologist. Experiment. Infect. Manipulation. Mind, power. Body. Manipulation and mom. Experiment. Experiment, Nima. Corpse cut. Blood. Manipulation and acceptance? No. Infected manipulation. Infected disgust? No. This seems like a weird game. It's a psychological horror game. Nima, ghost. Nima, acceptance, healing. Nima and infect, parasite and mind. Doctor, home, hospital, infect, healing, cure, power. Immortality, acceptance. We're trying to combine these words, and in turn, by combining words, you unlock a little bit of lore behind her mind. We are playing as Nima and what happened to her and like the story behind the game. So what we know so far is that Nima was in an accident, lost her memory. Her mother is a paleontologist, her father is a marine biologist. Her father had passed away. It appears recently, and the mother has been emotionally neglecting Nima. And for some reason, the mom doesn't believe that Nima is actually, like, herself. So she's been locking us in the basement to prove these ugly things go on my feet. Brock. The shoes! Stolen. Oh! Okay, they're just Crocs. So we stole money from Pearl. Pearl is our friend from a retirement home that we used to work or volunteer at before Dad died. because after Dad died, Mom locked us in the house and we were not allowed to leave home. And after the accident, I guess we snuck out and got injured. Or we got injured as a result of Dad and his accident, because we seem to be related to Dad and his accident. Mom did not let us out of the house anymore, and we lost our memory. And we were in a coma for a while. And it's currently July. I don't know how long we were in a coma for, but it does look like we stole money from Pearl, which is our elderly friend's wallet, to buy shoes. And Pearl was giving Nima candy in the form of antidepressants. For some reason, Pearl was giving us antidepressants. Maybe as a result to cope with our dad's death. And as a result of our dad's death, Mom has been throwing herself more into her work and neglecting Nima for the entire summer. But I don't know why or what happened exactly. That is the base story. When we click on Obsession, it unlocked a memory with Pearl where we were left home alone when Mom was at her workplace and the AC died and we were basically almost like going into heat stroke in our own house until Pearl visited to check in on us and then spent time with us. So it does look like when Mom was working, Pearl was looking after Nima when she was young. As like a friend that Nima met, but Mom doesn't know that. Mom doesn't seem to care. Mom doesn't notice at all. And she's kind of like acting out for attention from her mom, but her mom really doesn't care. But as for like the rest of it, I'm not really sure. Like it's implied that the mom is hiding something from Nima as to what actually happened to her, which I don't know why. Her mother seems to be hiding something from Nima and appears to refer to Nima as an experiment. And like something happened with Nima, that she's like doing something, she's manipulating her. And we have to pretend that everything's fine, otherwise Mom will get upset and retaliate against Nima. But I don't know what is happening. Like, why? And we have this inner voice in our mind. I'm pretty sure that's a symptom of depression. But I don't know what Mom is doing to us in the form of like an experiment. I really don't know. I wonder if this is as far Stranger Stolen Predator. I think this is as far as we can get. Locked in basement, a little too much Mom? Experiment? Yes. So Mom thinks that we, as a result of the accident, we hurt her head. She's concerned, quotation, concerned about our well-being. So she locked us in the basement as a control. Seems you have the deep for more lore and hopefully get a good ending. Yeah, we've already gotten the bad ending once because the first time I accused Mom of hurting us. And Mom did not like that. She was like, oh, you are not my Nima. Nima would never act like that. And then she killed us in our sleep. She stabbed us in the eye and like stabbed our brain out through our eyeballs. So this time around, I have tried to appeal more to like our past of Mom and like who we are in order to like try to pretend to be Mom's like, you know, to be like, yeah, we are Nima. I remember. So that Mom doesn't kill us, but we've already unlocked one memory, Obsession, but I don't know if there's more because this game is only a demo. It's not the full game. So I don't know. We know that Mom's not a good cook. And when I like go into like stuff like manipulation and Mom, Manipulation mom experiment. Nima experiment corpse cut. Autopsy. Nima infect. Parasite mind. Manipulation. Parasite mind power. Fix. Acceptance. Humility. You're giving me so much detective vibes. I really like stories like this where I have to kind of analyze the plot. Humility, love. Nima mind remnant. Nima mind remnant. Remnant autopsy corpse. Experiment. Hubris. Hubris and remnant judgment. Self-loathe. Immortality. Do you hear that? It's thundering really loudly outside. I'm combining everything I can think of at the moment, but I don't know what else I can get. Maybe we can look more into school Goldenfield homework? School homework I know Goldenfield is the name of the house. We were on the swim team. Trapped. School. Boredom. School knowledge. Boredom manipulation. Pretend. Also, I love your voice. Thank you. Infect. Pretend. Homework. Rot. Infect. Death. Okay, I don't know what else we can do with this. I'm gonna go. I was not talented at all. Dad and mom. Grief. Dad. Sad. Happy. Well, it does look like she got better at drawing. Look at this. Well, this is a photo, I think. Hi, Sarza. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with knowing what we know now. Because I don't think we can go any further right now. Unless, I guess we die. But we'll see. Are you awake? Yes. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts, opening the door only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the lightest chain and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. Was it quack allowance these days? I have no idea. I don't remember. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shoot. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate. Weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison, she returns quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. She doesn't take note of you, passing by. To ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns, trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag bulging with concealed items. All right. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? I just put a flashlight in my eye and it's Olo. What? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was your sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips her notebook closed and a fake smile turns into a real one. You're gonna do better today, right? Today's gonna be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. She places a plushie of a shark upon the table in front of you. For some reason, it evokes unfamiliar feelings within. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now, or is anything this reminds you of? Shark. Plush. Soft and dangerous. Food. Fossil. Shark. Friend. Old friend. Ooh, old friend. Pain? Swimming? Swim? Amazing. Kanji. Try in. Wait, why are we eating it? Thanks, Mom. Nima. Aww. I know this is a gift from Dad because he gave it to us. Jane's Pond. Pet fish? Guts. Amazing. I don't want to do anything that's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna eat it. Lonely. There when I'm lonely. Mind. Think. Sleep. Is it asleep? Scientist. Shark. Humility. Starvation. A fish. Friend. Old friend. It's really interesting to me that some of these words are coming out blue. A fish, yeah, it's a shark. See? Boredom. Ugh. Shark. A shark. Why is this blue? That's kind of creepy. The fact that she's constantly thinking about food. Like, the thing that Mom was disgusted with us about the first time was when we were eating the bowl of kanji that she made and was like wolfing it down. When we know that in the past she hated Mom's cooking. So I'm not going to do anything related to food at the moment. I'm debating between There When I'm Lonely and Old Friend. These might be the same. I think these being the same idea. Dream? Is it asleep? No. Tears. Tears up. Dad. The trip. Okay, I think anything blue. Friend. Old friend. No, I don't want to do that. Tears. I think anything related to Dad might be a good swim team. I'm faster. Not pride. Aw. I'm tougher. No. I don't want to do anything pride. Is 5 quacks? Yeah. Dad. The trip. Plush. I think the trip is a little too vague. Love. I'm gonna do tears up. We want to appeal to her sympathy. You are overwhelmed by the fading memories of your father. Every day you find it more difficult to remember his face. This is the toy that he brought for you before he died, a memento. Emotions swell in your abdominal membrane. A river overflowing with love ends at your eyes, and you collapse in a waterfall of grief. Here come the waterworks. I'm pretty sure this is her depression talking. Nima, dear, what's wrong? I just miss Dad so much. I miss my old life. I miss the city. I miss our yearly trips to the aquarium. And I miss having a proper family. For the first time, your mother does not hesitate to approach you, squeezing you so hard you might explode. I'm so sorry, Nima. And you squeeze her back. I wish we never moved to this stupid town. A life filled with potential, squandered by a freak accident. Who knows where you would be now if he was still alive. I wonder what happened to her dad. Your father loved me more than anything, but he's never coming back. You're all I have left, and we need to stick together for his sake. Okay, Nima. Let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation entombed onto its surface. There's a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on the table and pushes it towards you. What does this remind you of? Pain, feeling of weight. A rock, manipulation, no. Starvation, stomach rumble. She's really hungry. Family, feels familiar. Pride, kind of makes me proud. Healing. Forgiveness, no. Swim team. Boredom. Dad, something about dad. Grief. So the ones lit up in green seem to be like related. How does a koi fare? Burgess Shale, this is life. Cambrian era. No. Could I fit? Scientist. Your work. Your work seems like... That's a strange object. This is the... Let me see. This is the Burgess Cambrian era remnant, the Morella. This is a Morella. This is related to Mom's work, which she's been working on all summer. She's been working and studying this object all summer. Sleep. Yawn. No. Doctor stuff? No. Nightmare. An old friend. Repression. Why show this? True. I want to ask that too. Brox. The origin of Brox. No. Birth. Why show this? Corpse. Starvation. Stomach grumble. No. Shark. A shark? No. Tears. Cries. No. Mom. Your work. We did your work last time. Feels familiar. Home. Could I fit? No. Prison. Wow, that's a new one. Joke. Joke time. No. Book. Your work. No. Trapped. What? Show this. The fact that we are getting stuff like repression, trapped in why show this versus your work, I don't know what's a good pick. Kind of makes me no. Feels familiar. Pretend. Time. Aquarium? This would look nice. Dad? Something about dad. Forgotten. Your work. Sad. Is this sadness? No. Forgotten. Your work. Huh. The fact that I'm still pulling out new words. I don't want to do anything related to starvation, so I'm not going to say anything related to like why show this. I feel like it's a little bit confrontational. We might have to do your work, because I think that's the only option at the moment. I found it! It's true, we did find it in the memory that we had of an obsession over here. We did find it. We found something similar. We found a fossil. I don't know if it was this specific one, but I think it is. I found it. I found that fossil. I found it in Kicking Horse River. You were so happy when I gave it to you as a present. Mom looks pleased. She reaches out and starts to run her finger across the fossil. Yes, I was. It surprised me because you usually don't find fossils like that underwater. It must have slid all the way down from the mountain to end up there. I knew it. You start to recall the day you dived in, the clearness of the turquoise water that made it easy to see the bottom, the rock that seemed to call to you, your mom's carefree smile. It looks like it's broken through. Mother nods, not looking at the fossil. She already knew it was broken. I extracted the fossil after you gave it to me. Some of the imprints are still there, though. You feel like Mom isn't telling you everything. There was something special about this fossil when you found it. A reason you ran across the rocks to present it to her. Can I see it? No, not right now. I'm still studying it. That's okay. I can wait until you're ready. Until then, I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Gotta sleep now. I'll hopefully catch you next stream. Thank you for stopping by. Good night. Cooking, taking care of the house, picking up after you, it's all fine, so as long as you can achieve your dreams. Okay, so I think that was the right answer. We're lying to Mom. What's that supposed to mean? Your mother had called you your lab assistant, but all you did was help her was cook and clean. Back then, you had told yourself that you did all that work for love, but now you can't help but feel indigent. Oh, never mind, this is confrontational, uh-oh. It's not fair that I have to do all this work and I don't even know why. All this work? Doing your chores is just the bare minimum. Don't be ungrateful. This project, it's gonna fix our family. Bare minimum? You didn't even let me leave the house. I felt like, oh god, no. Uh-oh. She's gonna kill us. You shouldn't have said that. You had to learn your lesson. The lesson? You really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, Nima. Oh no, I know, we're gonna get killed. She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she's set out for you. Uh-oh, we're dead. What a lesson, Mom. Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust, and you're the one who put this entire experiment in— Okay, yeah, we're dead. For the trust in general, I was ready to forgive you for us to go back the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back when speaking further. Roughly, she picks you up by your arms and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door, then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear her voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. We're dead. You messed up. Pushed her buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. I told you, she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters the room wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. Trigger warning for people who don't like medical things. You're awake? I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine, you won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. There is always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain in half. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness. Until a familiar voice. Nima, is that you? This was something to hop into midway with no knowledge of the game. Welcome, hello. Yeah, we're dead. I tried. I don't know if there's any other ending, to be fair. This is our second time we've gotten this ending. And I'm trying different things every time, but I really don't know if this is, like, if we can get a good ending. Like, I think we're only set on one ending. I've tried, like, 2 times. And the second time we did unlock a little bit extra lore and a little bit extra words, but I'm not sure. I don't know if there's anything we can say that will convince Mom that we are, Nima. Because Mom seems to be very, like, set. And like, oh, you're not Nima. You're suspicious. It's difficult. But it's really fun. If I do another round of this, it's gonna take me another 2 hours, so... If anyone here wants to try Am I Nima, I would recommend it. It's free on Steam. It's a demo right now. The game is currently being worked on. I'm I don't know when it's being released. I don't know when it's being released, but I do know it's being worked on at the moment. But from what we know of the game, it does look like the story is pretty straightforward, and there's a lot open to interpretation. But I mean, from what we've seen so far, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, mom's emotionally neglectful, dad's dead. We are... Both us, mom and Nima, are grieving. We miss the father. There was a freak accident that killed him. We don't know exactly what killed him, but we know it's related to something. Maybe it was related to the fossil, because we did find a fossil diving in the river, and we gave it to mom. And mom's work is related to paleontology, so which is why she's like really into that fossil. But whenever we say stuff related to experiments and like a parasite, I don't know how that's related to us. Like, how it's related to Nima in particular. But yeah, if anybody wants to try this game, I highly recommend it. Like, it's kind of fun going in and like mixing words together and trying to see like what it comes out with. Like, I think it's a really interesting way of investigating the lore of this game. Like, like, for example, combining Nima and death gives you like something like parasite and manipulation and stuff like that, or like dad, or like Nima and pain gives you water and like rock, and then mom, like there's like things that you merge together that give you really interesting like bits of lore, and it's really cool. Might try it out or wait for the full release. Yeah, I recommend it. It's really cool to mess around. I'm looking forward to the full release. If it does come out, I will play it again, and then we can see what the true lore is. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna close the game. That does sound pretty neat. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to my game screen. So, that was pretty cool. I really recommend. I think it's really interesting. This is actually the first time I've ever seen a game explore this type of concept where you're going into the lore of a story through, what do you call that? Word matching? To find words, you merge words together and then you use it to like find dialogue and things to like say and investigate. I don't know what that's called. But it is a really interesting concept that I don't think I've ever seen like a game do before. Like maybe briefly, but not like as a whole entire concept. I really like exploring indie games like that. Like going into it, trying to figure out what happened through like the little bits and pieces of words that we find. I really, really like that concept. So I'm looking forward to the release when it comes out. Like, I like games, especially horror games, because they're not afraid to go into, like, the unusual and investigate, like, different mediums of storytelling, is why I enjoy horror games. Or, like, psychological or, like, indie games in particular, because they're not really bound to a certain set of rules that have already been preset. They're not following, like, you know, they're not following what other major games are doing. They're not like, oh, so-and-so pretty game is doing this, so we're gonna follow and copy like the next 10 million walking simulator jump scare games, right? They do something a little bit differently. The uncertainty and the horror is through the descriptions and through like the unknown of like what you're gonna say next is going to impact you. I think is really cool. I mean, to be fair, I don't like jump scare horror games, but I really do like text-based horror that like does like really goes into the gory bits of detail and stuff. Like, I love that. Like the part where mom comes into our room and we find out that she drugged us and she like stabs us out through our eyeball and severs the connection between our brain. I love that. It's so it's bloody, it's gruesome, it's gory, and I love it. Impending doom kind of horror games, maybe. Not your typical, I found someone's diary and documents on what's happening. Yeah, not like Not the rehash of the Dear Diary, today I found a new experiment today. I found a new type of parasite. I'm gonna experiment it on it with myself. Day 2. Wow, I feel kind of funny. I wonder what this is doing. I'm gonna experiment some more. Day 3. Oh no, what have I released on the world? I regret everything. Day 5. Silence. Just blood spatter. Like, those kind of stories, they're kind of old. Like, we've had enough Raccoon City incidents, okay? We've had enough. We've had enough of these kind of things. I think it's more interesting to go into like the psychological aspect of stuff. Not impending doom, not zombie apocalypse, but just like little stories like this. It's a little bit more investigative. Yeah. Ow. That was my hip. But that was pretty cool. I really like that. I think it's interesting. I don't remember seeing games that kind of follow this similar kind of aspect. I know that there is a horror otome game called Homicipher. Homicipher is a horror visual novel / otome game where you get to date hot monster men, but you do not speak their language. You actually end up in another world, in another alternate universe where these monsters don't speak English, but you as a human who arrives there are slowly morphing into a monster, and you slowly kind of pick up their language the longer you're there, and you meet friendly monsters who try to teach you their language. So you kind of have to navigate the world using the words that they teach you, and the words that you unlock and enter into your dictionary kind of fills into the language that they speak to you. So the more you talk to them, the more you understand what's happening in the world. So that one's also a pretty interesting concept. There's a couple of those like language translation games out there involving horror where you're like, oh, I'm trying to discover like a cipher, or I'm trying to uncover what these things are trying to say to me in another language. I know there's one related to like pyramids. So that's another type of horror, but as for this one, I don't think I've ever seen a similar type of concept for like storytelling, so that one's pretty interesting. But yeah, I look forward to the release. I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 2:43 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go. Good night, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Where is my ending? Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. That's late. Good night. Yeah. You know, it's a fun game. I really like it. I like digging into the lore. Let's see here. Who is streaming on Twitch? I'm gonna send you guys off to Twitch people. I'm gonna send you off to Miana again. She is doing a mini-thon. People on YouTube, find your own people. I don't know, do your own thing. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for stopping by. I will catch you all next time, probably on Friday. So I will see you then. Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm really looking forward to this game when it comes out. It's so interesting. I wonder what happened to Nima's dad. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye.